We're live now. Oh, well, what an afternoon. How is everybody doing? Honey Hollow Homestead, you go ahead and whip up some dinner. We have been frantically getting some stuff done here. We almost didn't make it tonight, but we did make it. So I don't know if Sherry wants to share any with you here or not, so I'll leave that up to her. We got this up and running. We've got a bunch of people that have filled out the form, so the wheel is ready to go. But before I do the wheel, we have a very, very special thank you to all you folks out there. And yeah, Sherry said she already did it in the chat,
I know where you're going with
but I did it verbally. And that is our channel has reached 7,300 subscribers. So it's probably 7,299 because I think Smudge is subscribed and I'm not sure he counts. But just saying, 7,300 subscribers, and thank you all so much. Really do appreciate it. So having said that, let's, and I'm still getting the screens up here. We have got, the wheel is already loaded. So let's put it up on the screen. We'll give it a spin. And let's see who our first victim tonight is. Pine Knot Family Farm.
They're having tornado warnings.
Pine Knot Family Farm is having tomato?
Arkansas, they're having tornado warning. The tornado sign is going off.
Okay.
Yes, she moved mountains. That's how we're doing it now. Every week is the form. So if you just want to type in link, Smudge will put your information up there and you can put it in.
Well, yeah, and you can click on that, do a right click, open it in a new window.
Yeah.
And just type in the name of your channel, exactly the way your channel.
Yeah, don't put in the URL. Type
Yeah.
the actual name.
Okay. So Pine Knot Family
She
Farm,
did it.
newer channel. They have 70, I thought it said 74, up to 77 subscribers. Let me
Jerry, how are you, sweetheart?
get the big counter going here.
Pine Knot. Daryl, my last two videos have not had the black line. That solved my problem. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad we could kind of get it figured out. And for those of you maybe wondering what she's talking about, they had a little problem here. If you notice, a couple of their videos have got the black borders around them or up and down the sides.
Yes, farm alarm, just once for the night.
And it turns out that the program that they were using to edit their videos was causing the issue. Their phones were recording properly. They were holding their phones properly. But any video that they had where they used a picture that was a square image, it caused the entire video to be of the square format and size, and therefore didn't fill up the screen, and it just looked a little bit funny. So we kind of traced that down through a series of eliminations, and obviously it looks to me like it's working. So let's go ahead and look at their channel here real quickly. We're on the home page. They do not have any banner art. They don't have a banner here yet. I'm sure that will be coming. So let's check their about page. And they are running with a single paragraph We are a family of 4 living in northeast Arkansas on an 80-acre farm. We are trying to progress into a more simple and healthier lifestyle and learning to become more self-sustainable. We have cows, chickens, turkeys, horses, and dogs on the farm. We have a large garden and can a lot from it. We love the outdoors and enjoy duck hunting during the winter, going to the lake during the summer. We hope you enjoy our channel and will subscribe to follow our life. And then they have their email in the actual description area. Okay, very briefly, we'll just kind of talk about this, some general, what I feel would be improvements in your particular case. Number 1, get that email into the email section on the About page that Google supplies you with. When you do that, that hides it behind a deal where a web bot cannot just scrape it off of a page without it being displayed. So in other words, it helps very much to eliminate any type of spam. If your email is in plain text on a web page, it can be harvested for activities to drive you nuts as far as advertisements and so forth. That's not YouTube doing it. It's other folks out there. Anyway, the description. I'd like to see you, I like what you have, no question about it, but I'd like to make it more readable. Always have your paragraphs no more than 3 lines. 1 or 2 lines is fine. Put a space between each set of paragraphs. Include things like the area that you live, the type of climate you have, maybe the growing zone if you're talking about gardens. If you're going to be putting out videos on a particular subject, perhaps how often you're going to put those out. Expect a new video every 6th Sunday of the month, which means you wouldn't put any out. So, but expect one every day, expect one twice a week, every Wednesday and Saturday, something along that line. This is a good place to do that. Playlists, well, they've got 3 playlists created, but obviously they're just getting started, folks. They don't have a whole lot of content here yet, and so they are growing and getting up on it here. They have an introduction video that shows, and they've left the uploads container as a default container. This is the place where you can put in some of your playlists and move this upload container down a little further. So that, come up with some banner material. If you don't know how to do a banner, send me an email. We can make it some subject matter for a Tuesday night show. We don't have time tonight to go into that, because what we're going to do right now, especially since we kind of got waylaid here just a little bit, is we are going to spin the wheel again. Pete's Little Homestead. Pete's Little Homestead. All right, we'll take the wheel off the screen. Let's go see how easy it is to find Pete's Little Homestead. Not too bad at all. 166 subscribers, got 13 videos. Okay, and I think we looked at this, I don't know if it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Relatively plain picture here, but it has forced a little bit of interest because of the way the picture is taken. There's some things out of focus, some things in focus, so it kind of gives some depth, a little bit of mysterious about it here. you might consider putting some text in here, either the name of the channel or something along that line. Avatar, good picture of I'm assuming the proprietor of the channel here. Let's go look at the About page. Hello, my name is Pete. I'm a retired, disabled heavy equipment operator. I live in northern Kentucky on 1 acre. I am raising a garden and do some foraging. I am Zone 6B, so join me on my venture. God bless. It's very short and sweet. I would like to see you just kind of maybe not include more content, just make it just a little bit more wordy, stretch it out into a couple different things here. But the information's all there, so you wouldn't have to do anything. You could perhaps type in here when you plan to upload videos, if you have any type of schedule like that, or anything else you might think would be pertinent. Let's see if you have any playlists created, and you do. Garden beds, in-ground garden, wild edibles, foraging. We'll go back to the home page again, and you could add some of those playlists in here above the upload. I don't know if you have a video that's an introductory type video. Yeah, introductory myself in the channel. So that introduction video can be placed right here. So right on your home page, you can have that intro video. It's got a section there. You just have to point to it. To do that, you be signed into your page, click Customize Channel on the home page, and it's right there. You just have to put the link to that video in there. But I think you're doing a nice job here. What I didn't do, and I apologize. Let me get the big counter up to date here with you. Getting ahead of myself. All right, so the big counter is now caught up with you. Pete, do you have any questions of us while we've got you on the page here? Okay, I'm not seeing anything there. All right, get the wheel back up. Give her a spin. Built on the Rock Homestead. Built on the Rock Homestead.
Can you put My Blind Mama's Messy Kitchen on the wheel?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can type it in, can't I?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Sure will, Jerry.
Okay, Built on the Rock Homestead. 495 subscribers. They've got 251 videos. Easy to find channel. With the massive sunflower. I remember seeing that before. Okay, Built on the Rock Homestead. Since we've been here before, let's just take a look here at your home page. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do that, let me get that big counter up to date. Okay, so on your home page, you have created an area for what you call popular uploads. And then you have created playlists, all your different created playlists. And then your upload section. So you've added a few things above the default container. If you wanted to put in right here at the beginning that introduction video, this is the place to do it. If you folks notice, every time I pull one up here, it's going to tell me to subscribe to that channel. The reason that it's doing that is this browser that you're looking at is not signed in. If you kind of look up in this corner, in the upper right hand corner behind the .com by the music by Audiotronics, it says sign in. The reason I'm doing it in this fashion is to simulate the impression that if somebody new is coming to your channel, they've met you at some gathering somewhere, at a restaurant, you've told them about your channel and you've said, hey, the name of my channel is, and in this case, Built on the Rock Homestead. I go in and I type that into the YouTube search. We see if we can find the channel. Then we go look at the channel. We're looking at it in a very native way here so that there's no influences by being signed into YouTube or anything like that. YouTube doesn't know who it is looking at it. They have a couple links in their banner up here to Facebook and to PayPal. Let's go back into the About page. I'm a single woman living on the western edge of the Texas Hill Country. I bet that's in Texas. What do you think, hon?
I think
But I don't know where Texas Hill Country is.
somewhere in Texas.
So, and I'm just saying that because I truly don't know, folks. And I'm going to ask the question, if you could type in the chat, if I did a search for Texas Hill Country, would it come back on a map for me that I could see? I'm just curious. God let me out here to create a place where homeless, chronically ill individuals could come to live. I share my struggle to make this dream into a reality. I currently have 20 acres filled with goats, chickens, ducks, and other animals, plus lots and lots of rocks. My videos focus on the path to making this place as self-sufficient as possible while having fun, but never leaving God out. I hope to post several times a week. Email address, and you got your links in here. Other than just a couple little brief grammatical things here. For example, this last sentence here, I hope to post several times a week. If you just get rid of that S at the end of weeks. Just make it several times a week. Let's make it just a little bit cleaner. Playlists. And you got all kinds of playlists. Do you have any bad playlists? Looking through them here. And I'm not seeing anything. And let's get into your video page here. Okay, the only thing I can say about your video page here, and to me, whether you have text on your thumbnails or not, that's a personal preference, whatever works best for you. But do make it readable. Some of these are very, very difficult to read. Matter of fact, most of them are. One of the ways you can make the text more readable is not only to outline the text in a contrasting color, and I see you've done that in some cases. This Sydney Gets a Roommate video, you have red lettering outlined in white, it looks like. It's just very, very tough, at least what's for me to read with my eyes. I can imagine what it would look like on a phone. It would be next to impossible. Did you folks know that probably over 50% of the videos watched on YouTube are done so on a handheld device, meaning a phone. You almost have to start optimizing for a phone and not a PC. I'm not sure that's a good thing or bad thing. Fortunately, the phones are getting bigger. All right, let's see if you got any videos that are taking off here. Well, nothing that's actually just absolutely taken off, but you do. This one's got a nice amount of views. Great Pyrenees and Kid Goats playing, 2,600 views, 1,400 views on the Great Pyrenees puppies. So the Great Pyrenees in the title of the videos have done well for you. So don't be afraid to build on that. Do not be afraid to build on that. Okay, Bill on the Rock Homestead, do you have any questions of us? Anything in particular you want us to see? If not,
make sure that Herbert and Searching Sabrina's on the wheel. They typed it in the link, but they didn't see it on there. Please.
okay. Herbert T Outdoors
Yes.
is on the wheel.
Okay. Searching Sabrina.
Searching Sabrina is
Okay.
on the wheel.
You're there, kiddos. Papa Truck, how are you, dear? Okay. Good to go then.
All right. Bill on the Rock Homestead, thank you so much for being here this evening. I hope we were able to help you a little bit. I see you're
Carrie, you
currently
made 500.
right up at 500 subscribers. Great. Wonderful.
Mr. Doughboy, type in the word link. Then Smudge will type right below you, and he'll give you the link.
And that's where you go.
Click on that, and then type in your channel name, not the URL, the actual channel name.
The way your channel name is, so that I would be able to find it by typing that channel name in.
There you go.
And the next contestant, Loma Acres Homestead. I've heard of those folks.
Yeah, we met them 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Get the wheel disconnected here. And let's go see how easy they are to find. Okay. That's not right. LMAH, that's what I mean. There we go. Loma Acres Homestead, 230 subscribers. They've got 13 videos. Let's get to their page. And let me take their YouTube ID and get that into my big number bin. Okay. Loma Acres Homestead. And they have a picture of some bees for their channel art. Welcome to Loma, land of milk and honey, God's gift to us. And they have a soap store, Facebook page, and Instagram links on their banner. I am going to bypass the home page here for now. Let's get to the About page and see what we can learn about these folks. In the description, it reads as follows. Loma is an acronym for Land of Milk and Honey. We hope to honor and glorify. If I mispronounce this, forgive me, please. Yahweh. Yahweh. In all we do, we hope you see that here. We are a normal, okay, maybe not that normal, family that want to do right, is right for our family's health, as well as Mother Earth's health. Please join us on our journey as we transition from our suburban homestead, presently in USDA Hardiness Zone 6, to a more rural homestead and live out our dreams. We hope that we inspire you to live out your dreams as well. Okay. I want to read it again. I did a very poor job on it. And sometimes that's me, and sometimes it's just the way it's worded. So let me reread this again. Loma is an acronym for Land of Milk and Honey. We hope to honor and glorify Yahweh in all we do. We hope you see that here. We are a normal, okay, maybe not that normal, family that wants to do what is right for our family's health as well as Mother Earth's health. Please join us on our journey as we transition from our suburban homestead, presently in USDA Hardiness Zone 6, to a more rural homestead and live out our dreams. We hope that you inspire you to live out your dreams as well. Okay, a lot of good information there. You are giving a growing zone. You are not giving any type of geographical location where you're at, though. You are just giving a growing zone and indicating it's obviously in the United States. It does say United States. Email address is hidden as it should be. You have links to your soap store and Instagram and Facebook. I'm just going to go ahead and look real quick here because we're here showing your channel off. Loma Soaps and Sundries. So this is a webpage they have to market some of the crafts that they do. Handcrafted artesian soap. So apple and cinnamon soap. Autumn spice is sold out. Ballet slipper soap. Beehive soap. Black coconut soap, canyon soap, View All skincare, lip balm, beard and mustache, candles. And here they have a, Okay. I'm going to jump back on here. Let's just real briefly, we'll talk about putting your address on the internet. If you are a sticks and stones storefront where you advertise and people come into your establishment to buy, coming off the street, you have a wall hanging street sign. And I don't care if it's a farm that you sell cattle or sheep or something. If it's a business that you have a sign on the street that says we are open for business, then by all means put your address there. If you just are operating out of your home, I would be very hesitant and cautious to put your actual address on the internet anywhere. And I'm just throwing that out there. Because once you do that, I'm not saying people couldn't find you irregardless, because they can, but it's a little tougher. It just, it's like, stealing the car. If the keys are in it, it's easier than if the keys aren't in it. That's all I can say about that. All right, we'll get back here to your YouTube page. See if you have some playlists. No playlists. Let's look at your videos. Okay. Got a dozen videos. You have enough videos here. I would go ahead and create a playlist or two. Maybe especially if you think you're going to make some more videos on a given topic. We had the very nice opportunity to meet these folks at Lehman's Hardware when Doug and Stacy were there, and they were doing some videoing there. And so you could create a playlist of meetups, or if you're going to go back to Lehman's and you wanted to expand on the Lehman's end of it, you could create a Lehman's playlist, or you could create, like I say, a meetups where you went to this particular meetup, and if you have any other meetups you go to, you could add them into that. But create a couple playlists. The ideal thing about playlists is there's multiple videos created by you on a like subject that some people, if they watch one, they like what they've seen, they'll follow that same topic and continue watching other videos that you've created, giving you more watch time, more watch hours, so on and so forth. Now I see that you have a video 1 day ago.
Good evening, everybody.
And that is done with a cell phone. I'm 99% certain in a portrait mode. That's one that...
They said on the web page we linked because of what they sell, they're required by law to have a physical address.
Okay.
Yep. I can understand that.
Okay. That's interesting. I didn't... Is that cottage laws? Is that what that is?
That's the word I was trying to figure out. Thank you.
Yeah, is that the cottage laws in Ohio? And I don't know. I'm just, and again, we're here to try to help people. We don't want to see people put themselves out too far in the wild, wild west of the internet. Okay. And just glancing here at your videos, the Off-Grid with Doug and Stacy is by far the most popular one you've had. Kind of build on that. Maybe pick up on you're doing some soaps and stuff, but I'm not seeing anything in here about soap videos. I'm not seeing anything about your what was it? The balm, lip balm, and stuff like that, Dan. I don't see any videos about that. So you got all kinds of content you can create. You can do stuff on making soap. You can how you do it. I don't know if it's hot process, cold process. How you do your different things. You obviously have bees. I'm not seeing anything. Bee carnage is the only one. Yeah, you could get a playlist going here on bees or beehives, or perhaps divide it out. But you've got lots of content to choose from. If you're taking a video with the cell phone, though, try to remember to do it horizontal. That fills up the screen and just makes a lot more pleasing presentation for YouTube. Your home page. This is the default container. You have the ability to put right up here, right underneath in this first section here, is a location where you can put in an introductory type video or a promotional video for your channel. Something, just a short video talking about who you are, what you're doing, what people can expect to see, introduce yourselves, that type of thing. anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes is all it needs to be. It doesn't have to be, matter of fact, it should not be a big, long video. It should be a short video and not the type of a video that's how-to or anything like that. It's strictly, hey, here's who I am. Glad you're here. Come back again. And here's who we are, and so forth. So, let's I'll get the wheel up and spinning. And Loma Acres, if you've got any questions or anything that you'd like to see us look at just a little bit closer, let us know here. In the meantime, I'm going to spin the wheel.
Herbert put a question up there. You may want to look at it.
The best resolution when filming with the phone sideways so it fits the screen right. The screen size for YouTube, a full presented screen is a 16 by 9 format. For those of you that are a little bit older and can remember TVs before they had the widescreen TVs, all your older kind of square box TVs were 4:3 format. And it came out with the widescreen, the high definition, typically a 720p or a 1080p. Those are all done in a 16 by 9 format, which is a full screen format for the to be displayed on YouTube. Okay. So we got the wheel. Did I spin the wheel? I didn't.
No.
Nope, I haven't spun the wheel. There we go. Back to basics with Teresa. Back to basics with Teresa. 396 subscribers. 537 videos. Back to basics with Teresa.
Welcome.
Okay. Let me get the big counter
Yeah, right, bandana.
up and going.
Or 33s and 45s.
Bandana doesn't remember 8-track tapes?
No, or those kind of TVs you were talking about. Yeah.
Well, if she doesn't remember those,
You need
I'm
to put-
sure she wouldn't remember the 4-tracks.
You need to put your feet up. Take care, Tina.
Okay,
Juliet, how are you?
back to basics with Teresa. This is a different type of channel art, and I would almost bet somebody a nickel. This is a picture of her house. So nicely done, has the house well centered.
I like that.
The text is easy to read. You might, if you ever modify this in the future, you might consider outlining the text in a contrasting color, like a something that complements the picture, either a dark green or a dark blue or something. And the only place that I'd noticed that is in the area here where it says the videos uploaded daily except Saturday. Daily kind of just hides into the house a little bit. You do have hot links in here to Pinterest and Facebook.
Which text, Jason? Which text do you think needs to be a different color?
I'm sure
The white?
the second line, I'm sure, is what
Okay.
they're thinking.
Okay.
Because it fades into the house. The word daily especially. So if you just outlined it in a different color, that would make it stand out a little better. But I like what she's done. It's a good picture.
Jason said all of it. What color would you make it, Jason? Are you in the classroom or are you up in the house?
Yeah, even the A in her name is washed out. That's true.
Oh, yeah, I see that because of the trees.
Yeah.
Well, if he's in the classroom. He can Skype in.
Well, sure he can.
Jason, would you like to be a guest tonight? Jen, I can send you those instructions.
Okay.
It's real easy.
Well, he's deciding if
Okay.
he
He
wants
said sure.
to. Oh, he said sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, I need to get.
You'll have to get your earphones. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's true, Deep South. A drop shadow might help. That way it'll make the white stand out. We're older than you, teasers, pleasers. In fact, Jen, he went over that Tuesday night. I'll go back into that video and I can send you the link and then I'll just tell you at what spot he was talking about. That way you can watch what he did.
Okay. Well, Jason's maybe getting some stuff ready there. Let's go on here about back to basics with Teresa. She has an intro video. Great place to put it. Done exactly right. It's a very short 1-minute video. Then she has popular uploads. She has some playlists, cooking and baking, garden updates, health issue series. And so that's nicely done. Let's go to the About page and see what she says here. Come join me on my journey as I learn how to get back to the basics of living in the Kentucky Derby area. My current lifestyle is overwhelming and cluttered with too much stuff, which leaves me feeling stressed. I'm working on a clutter-free home, making things by hand, and learning some basic skills from pioneer days just in case. My journey will include learning skills such as cooking and baking from scratch, learning and teaching new crochet skills, one of the skills most ladies knew in pioneer days. Gardening and preserving. My favorite part of gardening is growing and drying herbs. I will do some canning. My son and I will be learning a wide variety of different types of survival skills, which include outdoor wilderness, homestead survival skills, and others. There are many other subtopics in the categories of basic skills, health, household, and frugalism that I will be sharing. Videos will be uploaded daily except Saturdays. Back to basics with Teresa. Email address is hidden. Has her Facebook and Pinterest links here. A lot of information.
Can you put the Skype number up for Jason? Or just contact. There he is.
Okay, whatever you say is going to be live.
Is you going to do some more dancing?
Okay.
Show us your moves.
All right, so
Jason said our grandkids are wondering when we're coming back.
I think it's more about smudge than anything.
okay, so Jason has joined us, and for those of you in the chat, if you don't know Big Bear Homestead, You probably should. They are, if not the oldest, one of the oldest homesteading channels on YouTube. You've been doing this since the days of the covered wagon, right, Jason?
Yeah, just about. There was no when we first started and we tried to look up something. There was no videos on it, and then so we basically started putting our videos out. I think we had the very first video on hand milking and about raising quail out there on there. We kind of started out with basically it being kind of like a how-to channel, and we slowly started to evolve here recently into trying to do more vlogs and stuff like that. And but our basic foundation is a how-to type channel. That's why we only have like 12,000 subs instead of the 100 million subs like Doug and Stacy.
Okay.
But back to the question about what color would I choose for her text in her channel art.
And let me. Well, I guess I could have done it from the about page even. Just scroll up. So here we are. We're looking at her banner right now.
I would definitely put an outline to it, no matter what color she used. But the thing, you'd have to go in there and just basically play with it to try to figure out what color, because you got a lot of different colors in there. That's just going to make it pop.
Yeah.
The videos uploaded daily except Sunday. I would try to italicize that or make that bold, so that way it really pops out and lets everybody know. And to be, I know a lot of the YouTube people tell you to put that out there so people know, but you had to make yourself accountable for it, because we tried broadcasting our upload schedule, and it seemed like the moment that we did that, Mo came to town and he just destroyed everything, and we struggle to get the videos uploaded by a certain time every day. So it's one of those things that, I mean, you can put it out there, but you got to have the discipline to make sure that you do it.
Yeah, I agree. But obviously she's been doing this, and I think she's got a pretty good record. So if it works for you, absolutely it works for you.
Run with it.
Let's go ahead and take a quick peek here at their playlist. And for those of you wondering, Jason is seeing, I'm presenting to him exactly the same scene that we are presenting to everybody out here that you see. So he's seeing exactly the same thing that you all are seeing. He's not seeing anything behind the scenes at all. She has a lot of playlists.
A lot. And that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. Now, having said that.
Oh, go back down for a second, please.
Yeah, you saw what I saw too. All right, she has a playlist here called Archived. And I'm sure this is the one you're talking about, right, Jason? 431?
That would be one of them, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open this.
Yeah, hold on a second. Folks can only see, like, part of Jason's head and his hat.
Well, yeah.
I'm looking here on the screen.
Yeah, he needs...
What do I need to do?
You need to pull your camera down a little bit. Well, now you need to go
It's
up
too
a little
low.
bit.
Because in mine, I was fine. That's why I didn't mess with it.
That's it. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, I have
There we
it.
go.
I have
Now
it
they can
slightly
see that.
resized. You should be seeing you at the bottom of the page right there.
Yeah, I see me now.
Okay.
Okay.
See, he was hiding from himself.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, that's what it was. Because see, my little Skype window in the up there in the upper left, I'm just awesome.
Yeah. On the Skype screen that we have, you're awesome also. But you're always awesome, Jason.
Hi, that's what they say.
Yeah, I know. I've heard the rumor.
Okay. Archive playlist, 431 videos.
Is that my internet that's making that do that?
Making it do what?
It's pixelating and the color getting distorted. Yeah, yes, it is. I can look over at my other one. Never mind, don't worry about it. It's just me.
Okay.
Heirloom permaculture. That's funny.
These look to be all her videos. Good deal. What I was afraid of, Teresa, what we frequently see is a playlist a lot of times that has a lot of videos in. You have to be cautious with those because it can sometimes take people off in the weeds. Frequently, there are videos from other channels in that group. For example, there's a default container called liked videos, which means every time you click a thumbs up, that video goes into there. And I've seen relatively small channels that have 4,000 videos in a playlist.
Yeah.
And that's just not where they want to go with that. So those you want to keep private. But no, this is fine. Let's go ahead and look at your videos here real quick.
Well, I have a question. If go back to her playlist for a second, please. Can you scroll back down? I'm wondering why, because she's got some great titles for some playlists here, but they only got like 2 videos in them. The gardening and preserving one. If you go down a little bit more, I think there's a crocheting basics or something like that.
Yep.
A crocheting class. You know, free and frugal activities. I would say make more videos like that. Cleaning and organizing. Folks absolutely eat those type of videos up. I beg Robin to every now and then try to get her to try to make one, and she's like, I'm still learning myself. Ain't nobody gonna want to watch me.
Yeah, the ones that are learning will watch her.
Yeah. And there's that crock pot power cooked meals. That would be another great one, especially for, and the reason why especially that one. And here's why I say that. You have a whole generation of kids that if they were not homeschooled or if their parents weren't squared away,
they don't know nothing.
That are getting ready to go off to college here in the fall. They don't know how to cook for themselves anymore. And so a crock pot is a very easy thing for them to be able to slap some meat into it and cook their meal while they're off at class. And that generation, YouTube is one of their search engines. So that could be an awesome, powerful playlist for you that could catapult your channel way up there with the big time, a lot of subscribers, a lot of views. Yeah,
Teresa, I think you got a lot of good content here, a lot of good ideas.
Same way with the meal plan one too. You got a lot of good playlists in here that I don't see, or I don't really recognize any type of video like that from any of the other type of channels that do stuff like that. You know, like Big Family Homestead, I know they do a lot of cooking stuff. I can't think of a single crock pot video that they've ever done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, who was the one the hairdresser lady that they were friends with, something Linda's Kitchen or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't have any crock pot stuff either.
Yeah. And
so YouTube that's a niche within inside a niche that could really do wonders for your channel.
And I think teenagers cooking would be a good one too, sir. Mm-hmm. Jason. Because your girls can cook. They can cook. We know this firsthand, folks.
All right. We've jumped over into their
Linda's Pantry.
Their video page. And the majority of your thumbnails here are similar, at least wise the last bunch of them here, where it's kind of a portrait shot with text and lettering. Again, on the text and lettering, you want to make that pop. You want to make it very, very easy to read. So either with super bright colors, wide outlines on your lettering.
Yeah, the Let's Play Hide and Seek, that kind of falls into the background a little bit right there.
Yeah.
And then my other question is YouTube really correct when it's saying that she put 3 videos out in the last hour?
Well, I don't know if they are or not, but we ought to be able to tell here a little bit better.
Published May 2nd.
I'm going to say yes, Jason.
Yeah. That is a huge, huge no-no.
Yeah, too many is not good.
And that's going to mess with your analytics. You want to, when you get the video out there, you really want them to be able to focus on that one video and get as many views to that video as you can. Because YouTube has started to make it to where they don't notify all of your subscribers when you put out a video. They only put it out to like 10%.
Well,
and then in a week goes by, they add it to another 10% and blah, blah, blah.
You know, there's another whole host of things about YouTube notification, folks. And I hadn't even thought about it in this fashion. Everybody with a PC or whatever device they're using to watch YouTube, they have the ability to not receive notifications even if they've said, notify me. They could go into YouTube and say, yes, notify me. But if they've gone into their browser and say, shut off all notifications, you don't get notified.
Yeah. So
some of the whining and complaining about YouTube notifications is not fair to YouTube because it's actually user caused. I'm just throwing that out. But absolutely, you could upload all 3 of these in one day, but schedule them so they just come out once a day.
You can do that, and I usually do that if I get done editing mine early. I will, once it gets uploaded like 5-6 o'clock, I'll schedule it to come out at the 7 o'clock. But I don't, and maybe it's just me. I go back and forth about the scheduling thing because I don't know how well YouTube actually puts it out, because the rumor has it, and again, it's a rumor, I don't know if it's true, that they basically start the clock on you the moment it finishes uploading. So I don't know if it's true or not. We had internet issues around here last night, and I was literally in the middle of uploading a video, and it did not get finished uploading till like 11:30, and I went ahead and put it out anyway because we did a real quick live stream to let everybody know, and but it really didn't start gaining momentum until about 3-4 o'clock this afternoon. And so I don't know if that was due because it was because of the lag with it getting uploaded, or if that's just the way that YouTube put things out. But I would definitely not put out 3 videos within an hour of each other. That's a good way to get people to unsubscribe to you, or definitely unring the bell. Because if they get a notification about 3 videos, bam, 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 they're not going to want, that's going to be a little bit aggravating to them, and they'll probably unring the bell.
I agree.
And with your thumbnails, I would be a little bit more adventurous, be a little bit more creative. One of the things that I noticed, and I didn't even realize I was doing it, Ben from VW Family Farms told me about it. I used to have a baby boo background that would hold my thumbnail, but I did that for all my thumbnails. Well, the one that really popped the most was the one about our live stream where we had our big white logo on it. And he said, every time I see that baby blue, I'm thinking it's a live stream. I'm not going to go back and watch it. And so we stopped doing that, and we started just being a little bit more creative and a little bit more adventurous with our thumbnails. And we watched our click-through rate go up. So like with your $5 budget family dinner meal collab, I would maybe have a picture with you in the kitchen cooking something, or just a picture of something getting cooked inside a frying pan or something, stuff like that. And I noticed that her logo is not anywhere in her thumbnails either. I would maybe start to put that in there, not necessarily as a watermark, but just something that people, when they real quick glance at the thumbnail, they know it's you.
Okay. Now, and again, just a reminder, we cover this pretty much every week. Things you can do to your videos after they're uploaded that you can perhaps benefit by. And that is, one, you can change that thumbnail.
Yep.
You can change the thumbnail without penalty. You can change the title. You can add end screens. You can add informational cards. Those are all things you can do without penalty.
And you can rewrite the description too.
Yes, you can rewrite the description, and you can add keywords. The keywords is an invisible thing. It is not going to show from a visual standpoint. Where that helps is in search engine optimizations, SEO, or is what people commonly refer to it as. But if they're searching for something, this is where keywords help to find that and link it and show it sooner in the search list.
I'm going to show my age a little bit. They used to be called spiders. They used to have what they called spiders that would crawl all over your website and crawl all over your stuff, and they were literally looking for these keywords. And you have to be creative with your description. Always try to include your title in some way, shape, or form in your description. We are a big advocate of TubeBuddy. I think I have the link in some of my videos. That way you guys can go click, and because we do the affiliate with TubeBuddy. But TubeBuddy gives you has a tool that it can basically rate your tags or your title for you. And so you click on it, and then it will tell you how much that keyword is being searched, how does your channel rate with that keyword, and how well it would go with your channel.
Okay. And in addition to that, I see that Farmer Brad in the chat here has added a couple things. I do want to make note just to open it up in a discussion type format here. Video Creators, which is an excellent channel, has made some suggestions out there, and I'm not saying I necessarily agree or disagree. I'm going to say what works good for you does not necessarily work good for somebody else, or vice versa. But they are claiming that don't say thanks for watching or see you next time, or some of the typical endings you see in videos. Now, my very quick answer to that is, if you go look at Off the Ranch, every video he ends with, "I'll see you next time." And who's to argue with how many million subscribers?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can say that because perhaps the people in the that Video Creators thing has pushed that out there. But bottom line is, your content is king.
Mm-hmm.
Your viewers, your audience, will determine what makes your videos go. If you had the best video on any given subject and nobody watched it, it wouldn't do anything.
Here's a trick that I like to do. While I'm filming, if I screw up and I make a blooper, or I'm talking and all of a sudden the rooster crows, or Apollo comes running in and knocks the camera down, or whatever. Now, obviously, if I cuss, I'll bleep it out with an air horn. But I will put that in the back end after the video is over with to give it an extra 20, 30, 40 seconds, depends on how bad I mess up, of the blooper reels. Folks enjoy those. I get a lot of good comments about the bloopers at the end. So that's a good way to keep it going. But, Nick Nimmin also said that about trying to keep them guessing and try to get them to stay to the end. If you always end the same way, try to change it up. But my thing is to me, when the way that I'm ending, it's me basically kind of like when I'm hanging up the telephone. It's me saying goodbye. I'll see you later. Talk to you next time, kind of thing. Have a nice day. That's how we always end ours. And to me, that's just like me just hanging up the telephone. So I'm going to keep doing it with mine. My audience retention rate goes anywhere from 49.8% to 80% on videos. It really, as long as you'll get that little reversed hockey stick there at the end, and if it's the last 30 seconds and they're dumping off, people can tell when you're rounding down anyway. And so I wouldn't stress too much about that.
Okay. Well, back to basics with Teresa, folks. She puts out a lot of content. She's got a lot of good direction here. And what this Thursday night show is all about is to share with everyone out here other channels they may not be familiar with. And everybody that creates videos has room for improvement. Everybody. I do. Jason does. Casey Neistat does. Everybody does. So if you approach any content creator with constructive criticism in any form, it should be received warmly. And meant, because if it's not dealt out hatefully, it's meant as a suggestion, or I think you can improve by doing this, or I think you can improve by doing that, or I would like to see this, or why did you do that? Mm-hmm. I think it would be wide open to at least the largest majority of video creators out there. So just keep that in mind. Share with the folks.
And most of us are begging for it because we always want to improve. It's like when my name came up on the wheel, I told you rip my channel apart.
It was fun too, folks.
Yeah.
All right, we have the wheel back up.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Sugar Creek.
It looks like it's going to be Searching Sabrina.
It began with an S.
Yeah. I'm not sure if she's back home yet.
Okay.
We met her in Arkansas.
Searching Sabrina. Uh, 234 subscribers. She has 25 videos. A little bit newer channel. Let's jump into the channel here. Let me get the big counter going.
Uh-oh, she ain't put out something in a while.
All right. Searching Sabrina. Oh, I hate to see this.
Yeah.
I hate to see this. Her homepage, you go to her homepage, never been here before, and you're overlooking the water someplace. Big puddle of water. And absolutely nothing, just overlooking the horizon.
Are you lost at sea?
Well, I don't know, because there's no recent activities. Maybe you drowned.
I know. And that's a big, huge turn off. People will come to your channel and see no recent activity. They're like, well, she doesn't put out any videos.
Okay. You need to get this changed, Sabrina. Absolutely, you got to get that changed. Let's get to your About page. Let's see what you got here. Description reads as follows. Hey, my name is Sabrina. Come join my family and I as we begin a new adventure on YouTube. For many years, I focused too much on my failures, but now I choose to focus on my strengths and search new adventures. We live in Central Arkansas. We are excited about taking you along with our life. We are children's ministers in our church and are working toward a future homestead. We hope you enjoy. And she has put in a thing here. Apparently she's using some sound from Ben Sound. The email is out here, and a post office box address is there. Post office box address is fine. You're going to want to go into that About page, go in, sign in to your page while you're signed in, and go edit page, go to the About section, and put your email address in the link where it tells you to do that.
Sabrina, when you're on your main page, click the first big blue button where it says Customize Channel.
Customize channel.
And that'll give you the links to go
I've got
to
an
the About
email
page.
link. I'm showing an email link.
Huh. Wonder why it doesn't show on Daryl's.
Mine says searching Sabrina at gmail.com.
Oh, yeah, but it doesn't have the one where
It's not
like
a hidden
YouTube.
link.
It's
That's
not a hidden link.
This is something she has typed into the descriptive text area.
Okay.
So because of that, this is subject to your web spiders going in there and harvesting that link and feeding her all kinds of spam.
Okay.
So that's why I say get that out of there.
I would be more descriptive in the description. It's very vague, and I would probably take out about focusing on the part about focusing on the failures. I would try to keep it as upbeat, super positive. You know, come join with us as we work towards building our homestead, where we want to have chickens, ducks, quail, garden, blah blah blah, and then give some little teasers about stuff that they're going to be able to see on your channel.
Well, and I get the impression, and let's just examine this here a little bit. I get the impression here that they don't have a homestead yet per se.
Mm-mm.
I'm guessing that maybe they live in town. I don't know, maybe even an apartment or something. And they're working on building out to a homestead, perhaps, to get out a little bit. I'm just guessing. Mm-hmm. This is all surmising. But you need to talk about that. You need to kind of explain a little bit without going into super detail. What you want to talk about you. You want to talk about your channel, what you are planning to show here, and what is the future? What can people expect to see on your channel when they come here?
What gets you excited? Now, somebody in the chat box said that on her homepage it says that she was uploading each week. I don't remember seeing that, but then, of course, it said that no recent activity. So I don't.
That was Mimsy's Garden.
Yeah. Must have got mixed up with the other channel that we were looking at, maybe, because I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah, it's not here. She has some playlists, and so she has a Branson trip, children's church, puppies, and prayer time, and that's all good. Now your saved playlists that you have here, I'm guessing that everything in this playlist is not of your content. So this is where things become a little bit questionable. whether or not or how much or not to show this, because this is literally taking people away from you. That's just the way it is. That's like come into my house, but here, go next door to get this and go next door to get that. So.
Okay, Bandana Grandma said, no, Missy was saying that she herself was uploading each week, and yet her channel said no recent activity and was asking for help.
Okay, well, that could very well be the
settings.
The settings, absolutely. And
she has her privacy settings set too high.
Okay, so let's just go and look here. 3 days ago, 5 days ago. So, okay, here's what you want to do. In your homepage, when you go into customize channel, go to your homepage. If you have a video that's an introductory type video or promotional video about your channel, who I am, saying hi to folks, anything like that, there is a place you can place that right here that people will see if they are a first timer to your channel or a non-subscriber. There's also a subscribers page you can have a featured video on. They don't have to be the same. They could be if you want them to be. So that's a single video thing that would show up right here at the top, and it would stay there forever. You can then create different containers of videos. It can be playlists. It can be the all content. It could be favorite videos. There's a lot of different containers that can be made to be placed on here. And we go more into detail on that on Tuesday nights when we do our Tuesday Tech thing, especially if somebody has a question, sends me an email about it so I can build it up into a thing for the show and we're not getting blindsided. And we can set it up and I can have Smudge. I can have Smudge, use Smudge's channel as an example and show how to do some of these different containers in that setting. If we look at your videos here.
Can I add something to that?
Be my guest.
Your homepage on your YouTube channel, you want to think of it as like a storefront. Like if you owned a storefront in New York City and you're trying to get people to come into your store. So you want to share with them as much as you can share on that homepage to get their attention. Because you got about 6 seconds to do so. And so you want to have that introductory, a short, basic channel introduction video. Make it as exciting as possible. A lot of B-roll. We have to redo ours. I think ours is just a little bit too wrong. And don't be afraid to go in there and redo it. If you learn a new skill, go in there and add that puppy there to it. But then have your specific playlists, like the channel before this one, how I was mentioning those playlists that she had. You know, if you got a playlist that's got some videos in it that are really hot, you're getting a lot of views from them, that should be the very first playlist up on that homepage. That way people can see it. And then just give them as much information as you can about you and your channel on that homepage to get them to either start watching some videos or for them to go to your About page to get more information, to read the description, and be very, very descriptive in that description. Obviously don't give out your cell phone number or your address or anything, but be descriptive about something what makes you passionate, why you basically started this YouTube channel. And people respond to passion. They go to it like a duck to water. And so if they see you excited and they see you passionate, it's catchy. They'll get passionate, they'll get excited, and then they'll want more and more. But that's the best image that I can think of about that homepage. Pretend it's a storefront and you're in Times Square in New York City and you're trying to pull people into your shop.
Okay. Just glancing at your video page, the majority of your thumbnails, I think, are fine. They're good, crisp, clear, clean pictures. There are a couple that are maybe, I'm going to say the word soft focused or a little bit diluted in sharpness. But for the most part, they're very good. As far as putting borders around, putting a bar down one side of a certain color, text in all the same color for every video, that's all personal preferences. You can decide to do that if you like, or you can try it for a while and see if it improves things for you. There's all kinds of little tips and tricks, but again, bottom line is what works for you may not work for somebody else.
Yeah.
So you have to try different things from time to time.
And don't be afraid not to go back and change up thumbnails or anything like that, because one of the there's a huge big variable when it comes to YouTube. YouTube's a big old-fashioned algebra problem that has one big variable in it, and it's people. The people that watch your channel may respond better to your thumbnails with how you got them, where you just got faces and stuff in them and no text and no writing, no border. Where you come to my channel or to family and they may respond better to having the text across and the border in the background, or they may respond better with like with two family just showing smudge all the time, or us showing the different livestock and stuff. It takes a little bit of time to get the thumbnails down, and I don't even have them down. But you learn your audience, and it's like a revolving door. You always gotta, if you start to notice that videos are starting to not get as many views, like if you had a video that's out for a little while, then by all means, go in there, change that thumbnail up, see if that starts to bring it back to life. That does work. I got videos that are 6 years old, even older than that, plus, that we went back in and they were getting maybe 1, 2, 3 views a month because they were so old. We went in, changed the title, changed the thumbnail, and whammo, now they're back up to getting 1,000 views in a month. So don't be afraid to do that and play around with it.
Okay, and I think I saw a couple new people coming in, so I put our channel rules back up here. Get your name on the wheel. You just go fill out this form. It's all automatic. This way it kind of puts the onus on you. If you do not want your channel looked at and you just want to be here, hey, well, that's great too. We love to have you. But if you'd like your name on the wheel, you get to fill out the form, and they're automatic, and it goes much, much quicker that way. Just type the word link in the chat, and Smudge will give you the link to that form. Okay. Searching Sabrina, if you have any questions of us after we've now looked at your channel here and gone through a few things, if you got any questions, now's your time to ask. And while you're asking that you might have some questions, we're going to get another channel to look at here. So the wheel is coming over, and we're giving her a spin. And I got Smudge back in the wheel. For those of you who noticed, he ran away, but I got him back in the center of the wheel. I corralled him. Pine Knot Family Farm, we've already looked at you here today. So we will spin it again. And folks, if you're behind them at the gas station and they're buying lottery tickets, be sure to pick the same numbers they do.
Farm alarm!
I've heard of these folks.
Yeah, they sound familiar.
All right.
Winter chicken dinner.
7,207 subscribers, 270 videos.
I love his logo. Love it.
Okay, let me get the big channel counter going here.
Now, one of the things right off the bat, his channel teaser right there, brilliant. Absolutely. The first time I saw that, I was like, "Oh, I should copy that," but I didn't. And I'm not gonna. That is absolutely brilliant how he did that.
On his channel trailer?
Yes, absolutely brilliant. That makes it almost like it is a film.
Well, and the wording is just adds to it. I mean, homesteading audiences, not by anyone who is certified to approve anything, just me.
Just me.
So, yeah, real cool stuff. Farm Alarm. New uploads on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So they are dedicated to 3 times a week. They got the little chicken up here telling you to subscribe. Got links to... It's interesting. He put a link in, a subscription link on the banner. It's got a Twitter link, Instagram, and Facebook link. He has the default container here on the top. That's a mixed feeling thing. My feeling is if you maintain the uploads container on your homepage, I think personally you need to move it down, way down here at the very bottom. Now I scrolled through that real fast, so I'm going to go back up. We're going to go a little slower here. So underneath that, we have popular uploads, and he's done these in a vertical list rather than horizontal. This gives you a lot more presence on screen. It gives you a complete description behind the video. I mean, he's put a lot of thought in how to do this, and I think he's done he or she, I don't know who is the one behind all of this. So I better be careful what I'm saying.
And see how he has on a lot of them? I think every one of them, he either has his logo or he has that rooster where it says Farm Alarm on it. So that when you are out there in YouTube world, that makes it very easy to recognize him.
Yeah. And his pictures are very
Crisp.
sharp, crisp, clean, bright.
And he's also got a description for each one of his playlists. Now, that's something that we're slack on that I don't do, that we need to get in there. I need to get Robin in there with her big vocabulary to write that. But that is definitely something that you want to have, because that helps with the spiders to come find that particular playlist.
Now we've talked a little bit about with a thumbnail how if you have lettering on it, text on it, to make it easily readable with bright colors, with heavily outlined verbiage. The exception to that is what he has done here. Mm-hmm. He has his channel name as the background. And he has it in the background, and he has it intentionally not broadcasting it, but it's there. It's like a subtle thing. Hey, you're on the Farm Alarm channel.
Yeah.
Just excellent. Now we get down here in this group. He's got the heavily outlined text, easy to read, jumps right out at you.
Got his logo on there.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Bravo.
Nicely done.
Drone Farm Friday. Now, see, that alone makes me want to click on it. Of course, I like drone stuff, so I'm a little biased when it comes to that, but that is another good playlist.
Here he's taken a
used dryer.
Yeah, a laundry dryer and turned it into a soil mixer.
That's a brilliant idea.
I just wonder if he puts that on, what dampness setting he uses when he dries it.
Probably took the heater coil out.
Yeah, if he was smart.
Ooh, I wonder if you could make compost faster that way.
Here we go.
Heat it up.
I see the videos coming out now. Oh, and another one. I turned my garden upside down, and he's got a.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that.
No. Certainly, he doesn't have this video upside down, does he? If he does,
Probably not.
Yeah, he puts the dryer on fluff mode.
no.
I watched one of Casey Neistat's videos one time, and I completely disagree with him. He was kind of dogging drone shots. I think drone shots add something to it. I like a video that has drone shots in it. Again, that's just me.
I think it's how it's done.
Yeah.
It's going to work some of the times, but it's not going to work all the time.
Yeah, you can't overdo it, but it's nice to see him every now and then.
Hey, this homepage is just nothing short of excellent.
Let's go to his about page.
Well, I was just going to ask him. I want to use this page as an example of things to do if he doesn't care. All right, now we get to start picking. Now we get to rip them apart. We're on the about page, and I can already tell you that we're going to rip you apart here. The description says, we are a Bible-believing modern homestead family. We live in the country, learning sustainability and trying to live healthy. We are converting an old school bus into a tiny house schoolie. We live in Missouri on a 3-acre farm, raising, Jason, Catadin sheep?
You're doing the pixelating. Hold on.
Katahdin sheep and chickens too. We are an organic blackberry farmers, and we love growing our Back to Eden garden, growing in our 20 by 20 carport greenhouse, and harvesting wild meat. We even make some way cool drone videos too. We hope to start building a 40 by 26 house from a carport frame. Come along with us and enjoy a small chunk of our life's journey. Please subscribe. Thanks. Here you will find many different videos, including homesteading how-tos, modern farming, gardening, and raising chickens and sheep. Okay, you got lots of good information here, but it's a hard read. It is absolutely a hard read. So break this up some. Break this up into very short paragraphs, no more than 3 lines each, and stretch it out. I'm going to jump here.
Whoa. It is a little choppy of a read, but it's got great information.
It has good information. The content's good, but you need to make it easier to read. I like to use Doug and Stacy's as their about page as an example because they have a lot of information here. But if you notice, no more than 3 lines. So it's welcome, the introduction, 11 acres, when they move there to live off-grid, no solar, no wind. That's it. Then we live in a log cabin that we built from wood from the forest. And then another short paragraph. We share our adventure to sustainable life, growing our own food from vegetable to meat as we homestead. On and on and on. It's just, if they put this all in a single big paragraph, it would be a very, very hard read.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd like to see you do with this. I think it would just do nothing but help you down the road.
And I think one of the things that Doug and Stacy did that he could also do is Doug highlighted, basically all capped, certain words. Like you could all cap the Back to Eden Garden, Katana Sheep,
Yep.
the carport greenhouse.
And for Jason, you could capitalize drone videos, so he picks right up on those.
Yeah.
But the whole point is, yes, absolutely, you can use your capitalization to a positive side to draw attention to.
Yeah.
But not,
I think
when it's all
other than
together.
it being needing to be broken up, like you said, I think it's an absolutely dead on perfect description.
Playlists. They have got playlists. A lot of playlists. And a good example here, folks, you don't have to have a lot of videos to have a playlist. I mean, you can...
Axe, and how to throw axe. You definitely need more videos than that one.
So, if you have a topic, you can make a playlist out of it. By all means, do so, even if there's only one video. With obviously the hope that you're going to increase that down the road.
Yeah.
And I believe that Jason, I'm just going to go look here real quick. Yeah, they have a description underneath all of their playlists. You do not see it on the playlist page.
But you've seen it on the homepage with them, though.
You see, when there is room to display it, it is displayed. When they go to any playlist, you see the description on all the playlists. The thumbnails are spot on. They're very good. I'm going to mention the text again, in the type of stuff where they've put the text in that it should be hidden, it is. And the stuff where it needs to stand out, it's standing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely an excellent job.
Very good job.
So I don't remember where they started, but I know they've gotten a few folks that jumped on their bandwagon here, and rightfully so.
And that channel art is great too. The way he did that with probably Photoshop or something, where he layered everything and very, very looks professionally done. And I like how it's the sun coming up because it goes along with Farm Alarm, and just why did he put a football helmet on the chicken? That's what I want to know.
I thought it was for the drone videos. I thought the chicken was flying the drone.
Well, don't drones have a remote, not a helmet?
Well, if you have a chicken brain, though, you would want to protect it.
I guess so. I'm just wondering if he was like a Gamecocks fan or something like that, and that's the reason why.
Oh no, there it is. It's a race chicken.
It's a race chicken.
It's a race chicken. So it has his race helmet on.
That's right, because in one of his playlists, he's got like the roundy rounds of the stock cars. Okay.
Okay. And I will just kind of inform everyone. Sherry has departed for now. She's gone and laid back down. She had, let's just say she is not feeling the best. Has been down just a little bit here, and we actually just got home 20 minutes before we went live here tonight. So she isn't feeling the best. So I am going to be a little challenged on the chat here.
I'll take care of the chat. I'll watch the chat.
And I know that Susie is in here, Bandana Grandma. And okay, getting started on homesteading. I see I saw your message, and it has been withheld from view. Yeah, Sherry's just walking around a little bit. She can't sit for a long period of time here right now. So anyway, she will be back here in a little bit. Matter of fact, we have been on for a couple hours here. So let's do just like a 5-minute break, if you would. And
because this is a good one to take a break on. This is definitely a good one to sit back, take a look at it, and take some notes, and try to, in your own way, in your own creative way, try to mimic how Farm Alarm has their set up.
so yeah, go check out Farm Alarm. We'll be right back here in just a little bit. Take care, folks.
Can they hear me?
Yes.
Help me, Grandpa there. Thank you. Love you. Huh? Head on a swivel.
Okay. So, the wheel is locked and loaded here again. Give her a spin. See who comes up.
Let me stop. Nobody knows.
LWI Off-Grid Homestead. Okay, LWI Off-Grid Homestead. Let me pull the wheel back down. Let's go see if we can find them. All right, 1,259 subscribers. They got 86 videos. And
that's kind of cool.
This looks like a stock photograph that they've used for their YouTube art.
Yeah.
Which is fine. We'll go on down in the, oh, wait a minute. My mistake here. I get carried away. I get looking at a channel here and forget to do all the work I got to do. All right, we got the big counter set up on them here now. So, LWI Off-Grid Homestead. So on their homepage, they have the intro video, their welcome video, and then they have created playlists. Now, I'll just point out, when we were on Farm Alarm, he had playlists on their homepage, but he had them in the vertical format instead of the horizontal. Then you could see how much fuller that made the page look. And the added benefit to that was the description was beside every thumbnail that you saw.
Right. Now, Daryl, another thing that I noticed that he has up there, just a little info on our plans for this year on the house. He has hashtag homestead and hashtag homesteading. Now, Nick Nimmin came out with a very good point about putting these hashtags like this in your description or at the end, so that way it comes up underneath your video and stuff like that. He's basically said, unless you're confident that you can basically own that hashtag, do not do it. Because
exactly.
when they click on it, who knows, with hashtag homestead or homesteading, you could pull up my channel. You might be able to pull up Doug and Stacy's channel. And basically, unless you're going to own it and be in the number in the top 5 slots, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Because
who knows what channel that they're going to pull up, and it's going to take them away from you and take them to somebody else's.
Well, and just to prove the point, because I've done this on some Tuesday night shows, This is that video. And here are the hashtag phrases, single word phrases. So if we click on the first one, because it makes it a clickable, searchable link for YouTube. So if we click on the first one, let's see what we get. Well, here we go. We got Deep South Homestead, Big Family Homestead, The Wonder Family, Edgy Gazelle, Building the Haven. There's nothing here from you. You have done nothing except chase people away.
Yep. And
with this tag. Homesteading, same way. Oh, Big Family Homestead, the Holler Homestead, out in the country, honest open permaculture.
Farm alarm.
Farm Alarm's got one in here. Big Family Homestead has another.
Yeah. Look, and I'll be honest with you. Big Family Homestead probably owns most of the hashtag homestead and homesteading, because when that first came out, he was at like 50 or 60,000 subs, and he went through basically all his videos the moment that was able to come out, and he hashtagged the tar fire out of homestead and homesteading.
Yes.
So that way he could basically own it.
Yeah. Having these in your description is doing nothing for you. It's actually hurting you. Mm-hmm. So.
Look, even with my predator control stuff, I shied away from it, and I own predator control on the homestead, or predator control. I pretty much, you can't search predator control and not get one of my videos in it. I don't like putting those hashtags up at all.
Okay, let's go to the About page, see what we have here. Description reads as follows. Jason, you want to read it, or you want me to read it?
Well, you got that featured channel thing over it. I can't read the first couple of words. I think it says we bought our property in May of 2013, but we moved to it to stay in May of 2015. We spent from July 2014 to present building our off-grid tiny cabin. It's not finished, but we are staying in it from the 2015-2016 winter. Come along with us as we start our adventure living off-grid. We have a 9,250 watt panel solar system with an 8 battery bank. None of us have ever lived off-grid, so here's our off-grid homesteading story. Come join us as we start this new journey. Our off-grid homestead is in the mountains of Montana, where we live at 48,000 feet. That's a very hard read.
It is. This, and yet there's a lot of great information here. Mm-hmm. And there's also something here that I'm guessing they haven't looked at this page for a while. This was something they probably did back in 2016, maybe even 2015, and they've not even looked at it. So I would revisit this. I would break this up into multiple short read paragraphs, make it keep the information. The information's great. You have solar system, you're using an 8 battery bank. Or at least maybe you no longer are. I don't know.
And definitely, once you write it, read it out loud to yourself to see if it reads smooth or if it reads kind of choppy like it was when I was reading it. That'll help out too, because if it's a choppy read, most people will just stop and move on.
Now, something else you need to do here is you need to get your email address. Mm-hmm. And use it in the form provided. Do not type it out in the description, but in the form provided on the About page from YouTube, you can safely put your email address in there. The reason for that is, back in the day, there was a messaging system that worked in YouTube. It's been gone for some time. If you don't have an email in here and I stumbled across your channel and I said, hey, they look very interesting and we do some off-grid stuff. I wonder if they'd want to do a collab with us. I got no way to get a hold of you. I don't necessarily want to go into one of your videos and try to ask you a question if you want to do a collab or not. That's something you want to do. You do that kind of offline. So you need a way for people to get a hold of you.
Yeah. And believe it or not, I have even gotten jobs off of where people have hired us to just come do consulting. You're in basically a tiny cabin off grid with solar. Somebody else may want to do that and they want to get it right the first time. They may want to hire you to come out and do some consulting work. And that's a good way for them to get a hold of you.
Okay, let's see if they got any playlists here. They have playlists. Chickens, cooking, miscellaneous, DIY projects, product reviews, firewood, reloading, snow, pallet projects, guns and shooting, box openings and shout-outs, patriotic and holidays, wild edibles. A lot of great content here. A lot of good stuff. Your thumbnails. Nice job.
See, I don't like them. I think that the text needs to be smaller. I think the text takes too much, puts too much in there. That would definitely be that type of thumbnail I wouldn't click on. Like the Harbor Freight, what does that say? Harbor Freight chainsaw thing, and he's got a picture of something behind it. I don't know what that picture is. I don't know what it is. Is that the chainsaw sharpening tool or what is it?
Yeah, it's a chainsaw sharpening tool is what it is, and it's a series of videos. He's got 4 videos as a series, so he has 4 identical thumbnails. I would have probably maybe listed the numbers in the thumbnails, but that's a minor thing. The thing that I do like about these, and so this is where I go on the other side from Jason, is they're easy to pick out. If you put in a large page of thumbnails, just random thumbnails, it's going to be easy to spot most of these thumbnails. They're just going to jump out at you.
Yeah, but when you start looking at it on a smartphone, you're gonna lose something because then big letters and stuff is gonna get all crunched down, and it's gonna be hard to decipher what it is from a smartphone. And a lot of folks are looking at stuff on smartphones. Now he does have one. Scroll down a little bit more, please. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That right there, the getting the firewood. Now, if he would have made the letters a different color other than that brown, that works. But when he has the reloading the 338, I wouldn't have. I don't know. There would have been a different way to be able to do that. I would have maybe showed the reloading equipment, something along that lines. But that I'm not a big fan of a lot of text in thumbnails.
And I'm just going to say it's going to be what works for you, what works for your audience.
Right, and that's where his people may love it, may react to it very well. Now, when it comes to that chainsaw sharpening one, there is a way, and I don't remember how to do it exactly off the top of my head. I'd have to look at it, because just like his reloading one, there is a way in the when you run it as a playlist that you can mark it as part of a series where they will play them in order back to back to back to back, and when YouTube can recognize that it is part of a series, they will just play them basically back to back, where it's not like if I just clicked on that.
I don't know if that's still available.
The harbor, like if I wasn't in his playlist thing, if I was just looking through his videos, and I clicked on the reloading one video, part 3, or part 1, it would literally the next. You know how they have that automatic video that comes up next?
Yes.
It's supposed to go straight to part 2 and then part 3. I can't remember how to do it right off the top of my head. I'd have to pull up my stuff to look at it.
And like I say, I don't know that that's still available.
I recently just learned about it through Nick Nimmin, so I think it may be.
Okay.
I mean, that was like 6 months ago, but I think it may be. It'd be something definitely to look at into your in your back office back there.
A lot of good content here. Yeah, I think you got a lot of good stuff here. You really do.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good videos, and that now see how he has that Lowe's wood stove review. That text is okay like that.
Yeah, let's jump back to the About page here because I just kind of spotted something else. On your links, you have a Google Plus link. And that's fine because it is still active, but there's a lot of talk that the Google Plus is going to be a thing of the past. I'm just throwing that out. I think it would behoove you if you have a Facebook page to have a Facebook link in here, or an Instagram, or any other social media you might have. Bandana Grandma says she can't even see the wood stove review text.
Is she on a phone or a
She's
on a phone?
She's on a tablet, I believe. I think she's got an iPad. Yeah, Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener says Google Plus was gone as of April 2nd. I knew it was scheduled to be. I didn't know if it was gone yet or not.
She's on her computer. She's on CPU, so it's hard to see.
It shows up great through Skype.
Yeah, but you have a pretty decent sized screen. Too.
That's good.
Hello, Sherry.
All right. So, good stuff. I like the channel. You might consider doing up a banner. I'm sure this is a stock picture. I've seen this picture before. I recognize this little fishing hole right over here in the corner where the mouse is pointing.
Yeah, he uses a lot of stock photos in his thumbnails too. Like the chain sharpener one, it might do better for some of his thumbnails if he go back and maybe take a still of him like holding on to it to use it that way.
Well, and
It says he doesn't know how to take it off Google Plus link.
oh, okay. Well, here's how you do that. You go to you sign into YouTube and you go to your page and you click on Customize Channel. And when you click on Customize Channel, you go to your About page and you scroll down to the bottom, and that's where all of your links are at. So you have a Google Plus link there. You can just delete it there.
You got to go to Customize Channel.
Go to Customize Channel, go to the About page. Your links are at the bottom of that. And you can either add links or delete links or change the order of. You can have up to 5 links automatically displayed on the channel banner, which is your web art. And that's where all of that is done. You can choose to have no links or up to 5 links.
Yeah, I forgot Google Plus went away. I just went in and got rid of it off of mine.
So, okay, that's where we're at with LWI Off-Grid Homestead.
So what does the LWI stand for?
I don't know.
Curious.
But I will also mention, because I think that they qualify, they could get in that small YouTubers homestead group. Could they not? Or are they?
They could.
Yeah, Facebook, small YouTubers homestead group. If you have less than 1,500 subscribers, it's a fairly active group that you get a lot of help in there, and it's another place when you upload a video, you can post it in there, and it's just a way to help promote your channel.
I'm going to put the link in right now.
So the link is going into the
We need to start a medium YouTube channel group.
medium.
Yeah, once they outgrow this to go into another one. Yeah. Max Happy Homestead. How do we decide who's to spotlight? Daryl has a wheel, and it spins, and if your channel name comes up, that's who comes up on the board.
All right. We'll throw the rules over here again because obviously we've got some new people in the chat. The wheel names are determined by you. So to be eligible, all that's required for you is to type your channel name in this form. Must be the full channel name, and please name it exactly the way your channel is. The link is typed out there, but if you just type the word link in the chat, Smudge will give you a hotspot link that you can just do a right click, open a new window, jump right to a form, and put your channel name in. Matter of fact, I will, we have a little how-to video on a nice, easy way to do that. We'll throw it over here. So once you put that, put your channel name into that form, it automatically gets added to the wheel. Okay, so the wheel is up. We'll give her a spin and see who we come up with this time. Built on the Rock Homestead.
Carrie.
.495 subscribers, has 251 videos.
God's third acre.
And this one has a big sunflower.
Change the count. She'd love to have that count, but that's not hers.
Okay. Getting there.
Yes, Young's Family Homestead, it only stays on there for that night. So every week you have to redo it.
I absolutely love the little logo with the honeybee on the flower.
Uh-huh.
Love it.
Jason, the LWI is short for Lone Wolf. I'm trying to pronounce the last word. Yeah, we did do Carrie earlier. I thought we did.
We did this one earlier
Yeah,
tonight?
we did Carrie. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has she fixed anything?
She's taking care of her babies.
All right. Folks, I apologize. I've just had a lot of things going on here today. So let's,
Yeah, like eating a whole,
it's a small pizza.
That's not keto friendly.
hey, Ladessa, neither is cheesecake.
We don't talk about that.
Teasers, Pleasers Kitchen.
We didn't even know she had a face when we first got her on.
Teasers, Pleasers Kitchen.
Now this one is, the title of her channel is intriguing. So that's good.
Okay, she has 1,572 subscribers, has 491 videos.
Susie, the first time we knew she had a face is when she was on our live stream, and I said that to her. Is that what you're laughing at, Jason?
The
Okay.
logo is awesome.
Oh.
Oh, you gotta, that is a very pretty picture for channel art, but you gotta have something that goes along with your logo there.
Okay.
Priceless.
Well, Teasers, Pleasers. We've been a fan of some of her stuff here for a long time,
Yep.
and to be honest, her channel art, she can work on that. She really can. She has just the default upload container here on her homepage. She can, by all means, put in a featured video here.
Mm-hmm.
Put in a introductory video here. Let's go look at the About page and see if we can find out a little bit more about her. Hello, welcome to my cooking channel. Let me introduce myself to you. I love to bring a lot of teasing and pleasing to your taste buds and belly with good tasting food. I have homesteaded my whole life, and I want to share my homesteading, some urban homesteading experience of a self-sufficiency type of lifestyle. I am also a wife, mom, grandmother, entrepreneur, and a retired ceramics teacher. Here you will find video recipes and how-tos on canning and preserving food, cooking gourmet, cooking from scratch, easy, simple, elegant cooking. I also have a video on smoking your own meats, homesteading recipes, baking, breads, sweets, cookies, pies, and cakes, making your own seasonings and convenience mixes, and basically everything else in between. You may see a few craft videos or gardening video as well. I hope that you will join my channel here so I can teach and share my experiences and my recipes and my family's recipes with you. You may find some DIYs from woodworking, fixing things around the homestead. Email address is hidden, but it is here in no links. We wondered for the longest time if this person even had a face.
Yeah. Honest. All you see, it was like Jason, the first time I ever watched 7D's Sherry's videos, all I saw were these little tiny hands kneading some dough, some bread dough. And I thought, wow, that little kid can really do this. And then it showed her face, and I go, whoa, the hands just didn't match the face. Because I thought, and I told her hands are so tiny. I thought it was a child. Mm-hmm.
But that was 7D's, you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That
Her
I
hands are
like her
tiny.
description.
I like her description, but it needs more white space. It needs to be easier to read. Break it up into no more than 3 lines at a time. But I do like what it says here. If you talked more about gardening, you might want to put a little bit more of a location, it probably wouldn't hurt to put a little bit of a general geographic area.
Just out of curiosity, she's about our age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
You're-
and see,
you're
and
right,
you
you're
can
right.
tell that by
Hey,
her writing.
Your age, not our age.
yeah.
You can tell that by her writing. Her writing is spot on. So yeah, and that's why it reads so smooth. But I agree with you. You probably need to have a little bit more white space in there just because of the generations that come to YouTube now they got some hang up about reading a paragraph.
All right. Let's go into playlists. And she's got a few. So DIY lunch meat, home for the holidays, Amish cooking, collaborations, Instapot Weeknight Warriors Wednesdays. Then Instapot Weeknight Warriors.
Now she's got that hashtag Instapot Weeknight Warriors Wednesdays. That doesn't count as a hashtag though, does it? The people
No.
can't. It's not a hyperlink.
No, it does not.
Okay.
Does not, because that's included in her title.
Now my question is, and maybe there's more. I know she's focusing on cooking, but she made mention in her description that she was a ceramics teacher.
She does say that in description. I have yet to see a ceramic video from her, but I have not seen all her videos.
And that would be another unique niche that she could jump into.
Oh,
And she's obviously full of knowledge as she used to teach it.
yeah. She's she has the capability here of a lot of a lot of content. Well, and there's more videos here. Tailgating and touchdown Thursdays, Instapot recipes. So, yeah, she's got a lot of content here. Jump into the videos.
Thumbnails are very busy. But in a roundabout sort of way, they do kind of, maybe if her, like with the Italian beef brisket sandwiches, maybe if that text was just a little bit bigger. Same way with the Snickers caramel one. Because they got in like that hickory or mesquite smoke salt copycat.
Well,
That it gets lost in with the Pillsbury Doughboy in there. I think I'm assuming that's what that red is.
well, here's the problem that I have with her thumbnails. It's pretty much the same background on most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it's good, better, or different. If it works for her, it works for her. I think a lot of people couldn't get away with that. But she has had forever her little kitchen troop.
Yeah. Her text just gets lost in the background with it. She either
Yeah.
needs to make it a little bit bigger or outline the text to make it pop.
Now, see, all of her earlier videos had the clapboard in them.
Mm-hmm. They had the same Doughboy.
Yeah. Like I
Same
said, that's almost at this point it's like a trademark of hers,
Mm-hmm.
and there's something to be said for that as well.
Yep.
So I can tell you this: she's got a lot of good recipes.
That she does.
Let's see if anything's really popped for her. I'm not going to say it's really popped, but she's got 14,000, 13,000, 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, 8,000, 7,000 views, 5,000. She's got some decent view counts on a number of videos here.
That's a unique video that I haven't seen.
Well,
And I wonder why it only has 5,000 views. Freezing corn on the cob. If I was her, I would go back and maybe play around with that thumbnail,
yeah,
or maybe The title, I mean, you might want to look at the description to see if you've got it described well enough. Check your tags. If you don't use TubeBuddy, get TubeBuddy, because that is a very unique video that I'm probably, and it's only 3 minutes long, that I would definitely check out just to, because it piques my curiosity.
Yeah,
And,
even though the video is 2 years old, if you go in here and change that thumbnail, change the title, republicize it, if you would. When I say republicize, I mean post it out on Facebook like it's a new video, even though it's not. It could gain some traction for you and take off again.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying to do this, but you could do something. For example, you could have a snowman holding a corn cob for freezing corn on the cob or something.
Or put some corn on the cob in a freezer and have it picked, like if you got it in a chest freezer, have a picture of it in the freezer.
Or growing out of the freezer, have the stalks growing out of the freezer or something.
Yeah, that would be an awesome thumbnail. It's and do never, and I always, when we talk about this, I always try to reiterate, do not be afraid to do that. Keeping It Dutch did it and had a video go viral. It was a 2-year-old video or a 1-year-old video. He changed the thumbnail and the title, and the thing went viral.
So, lots of good stuff here. Lots of good stuff. Your homepage needs some work. You need to take some of your playlists, put them on the front page here. You need to stretch things out, put a featured video, put an intro video to your page. So there's a number of things you can do here. I would also work on your channel art.
Your channel art, with you focusing mostly on cooking, I would maybe take a picture of your kitchen with it looks like your Instapot or some crock pots. Definitely have that, your doughboy there in the picture of the channel art. I would definitely do that, since you have yours is mostly about cooking. So the picture of the lake, as beautiful as that lake or pond is, it doesn't fit with the channel. So you'd want to have the picture of one of your where you do a lot of your prep work and stuff in your kitchen.
Okay. Nice job. Let's bring the wheel back over and get another party up here to play.
Aces of Clay Homestead said, how do videos go viral? They just get watched a lot. There's no really hidden scenario on how to make a video go viral. It's one of those things that you throw the dice. Every video that you put out, you should put it out with the intent that hopefully it goes viral.
In order to get a viral video, it needs to be shared.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be shared because a YouTube channel that has 100 subscribers can have a viral video.
Yep.
And 100 subscribers is not going to do a viral video. So,
Well, I mean, yeah, it could.
well, no, I mean, if they have 100% of their subscribers go and watch the video, that doesn't constitute a viral video.
No.
100 views does not. So it has to be shared. It has to get out into other places and be seen and be picked up and be pushed by YouTube, picked up off of Facebook, picked up off of Twitter, off of
Instagram, all the social
Instagram,
media, yeah,
all the social medias. Okay.
You know, like that video where Robin called me a freaking moron. If I'd have got hit by that tree, that probably would have went viral.
Clawfoot Farm. Let's see what we've got.
You would have
here.
had some people traveling back to Georgia is what you would have had.
Okay, Clawfoot Farm has got 75 subscribers and they got 23 videos. So let's get the big counter readjusted here. Okay. On their homepage, they have the default upload, and they have added some created playlists underneath that. Again, as we mentioned back with Farm Alarm, if you selectively put some of your playlists down here, you put them into a vertical mode rather than horizontal, that just instantly fills up this page and gives it a lot more pictures, a lot more detail, because all your descriptions show. It's a good way to fill a page. The upload container, well, you don't have all that many videos, but you probably want to take that, in my opinion, you'd want to take that and move it toward the bottom of this page. Your channel art, I don't know if that's a picture you took or if that's a stock photograph or what. It's got some color. You have links to a blog and Facebook page and Instagram. So let's go look at the About page and see what we have. Description reads as follows. We are a micro farm family living in the city in the Pacific Northwest. On our urban 1/4 acre farm, we grow vegetables, fruit, raise chickens, rabbits, and goats, all in an effort to be closer to the earth, know where our food comes from, and teach our children about life and love. Come with us as we grow and love on our tiny farm. Email address is there, and of course you have your links. Jason, your thoughts?
Hold on, I got my son texting me. He always texts me when he gets there.
Hey, Blaze.
Let me know he got there safe.
Good. How did he do 2 weeks ago on his, was it the polygraph?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
Okie dokie.
Okay, getting back to Clawfoot Farm here. So obviously, I'm going to say they're probably right on the edge of town or just outside of town. But you had a town-sized lot, 1/4 acre lot, it looks like, with a garden, maybe a couple fruit trees, and they have limited livestock, chickens, rabbits, and goats. I'd say they probably have a pretty crowded lot.
Yeah.
They're right downtown.
They're right downtown.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I know a lot of times you couldn't do that. So.
The description needs to have a little bit more meat to it.
Yeah, it needs something here, and I'm not sure where to go with it. I don't know that much
yeah.
about their channel. But I think it needs to have a little bit more substance. You want to make it enticing for somebody to...
I mean, it's like they were on the right. They were getting there, and they were on the right track, and then just went and just like ran out of gas. It's missing. I don't know what to put my finger on, but it's missing something. It needs a little bit more.
Yeah, I would consider maybe rewording it, kind of rewriting it a little bit. And this is something you can change at any time.
Yep.
So, and I did see somebody suggested to them that they get TubeBuddy and do some things. TubeBuddy as a free program can help you tremendously. As a paid program, can help you even more. There is a link in our description below to go to TubeBuddy. Doesn't cost you anything to do that. That's just a shortcut for you to go. And yes, they do note that that we sent you that way if you do click on it. I think we've sent them some 500 folks. So.
Not yet Boston Mountain.
Anyway. Yeah, I would just rework this a little bit. Let's see what you have playlist wise. Got a few. Growing Things, Happy Homes, Barnyard Buddies, Yummy Things to Eat.
Those are all good titles to a playlist. I would definitely. Can we click to see if she's got a description on them?
Sure. We'll just go into this one here first. A short description.
I would give those descriptions a little bit more meat to them. That way the the spiders can crawl over them more.
Wow, we grow about 70% of our own food on this quarter-acre farm.
You need to put that in your channel description as well. If you guys are pumping out that much food, which is awesome, that's definitely something that you need to have in your description.
Yeah, so other, other places
hardcore.
other places that have small lots know it can be done.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But if I'm Joe Schmuckatelli and just getting into this, that's gonna. If I look at your description,
You know Joe Schmuckatelli too?
Yeah,
Oh, darn.
we go way back.
Ah.
And I would be all over your channel then.
Mm-hmm.
Growing your own food means nothing if you don't eat it.
That's true.
Very nice. Yeah, got some
Very
good descriptions.
Yeah.
Okay, pop into your videos here.
Jessica is your cousin.
Okay.
I like the thumbnails.
Thumbnails are fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if anything has popped for you at all. No, it has not. And there's with the type of content you have here, there's no excuse that these videos aren't getting a few hundred views to start with here now.
What I would do is check your tags and your description of each video. Make sure that you being as descriptive as possible. Build a trellis for
free.
For free.
Let's go look at the description on this one.
Yeah. You've got TubeBuddy too, so we can look at her tags too.
I can't do it this way because I have to sign in to do that.
Okay.
Okay. It's planting day at Clawfoot Farm. Also see how I build trellises for free out of applewood branches. Thank you for watching.
I would describe it just a little bit more. Obviously, you don't want to describe it so much you give the video away, but you want to give more meat for the spiders. Please tell me that you put Baker Creek heirloom seeds as a tag. Anytime you use a Baker Creek seed, that's exactly what I would always put them in there.
Oh yeah, whatever your video is about, if it's about a different channel, by all means, put that tag in there. Yeah.
Whoa.
No, that's me.
That's a whole bunch of code.
Well, it was tags are
Oh, you're cheating.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of people here going, what the heck is that?
Okay, folks, for you, those of you that don't know,
Bandana. Daryl is showing his geeky side. You got it.
I'm looking at the raw code that comes across the internet that produces the content on the page we just looked at. So what I'm looking for here is to see what she has in the way of tags. And it's going to be more than a little bit difficult for me to pull them out there. So let me...
Is she filming this on a phone? I think so. or she's uploading it into like 480 or 720.
You know, let me just go back and look at the beginning of this. See, here it's full screen.
Yeah. That's what I thought. And then there it switched around.
Then
Is she in there? Do you film on a iPhone or something?
somewhere in her editing process, she's changed resolutions.
Uh-huh. But it's in focus. It's good and clear.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. So well, let's go back here to the channel. We don't want to go too far off in the weeds here. If you have questions about tags, if you have questions about some of the underlying stuff, send me an email, and we will cover that in heavy detail on a Tuesday evening in our Tech Tuesday. We don't want to do that here because we can get off in the weeds for an hour on that subject, and that's not the purpose of tonight's show.
Well, somebody answered and said that at those spots that she just had the camera too close, so she had to back it down.
Well, I don't know. I think there's other ways around it.
I like that picture of the sunflower. That is so cool.
Jason, any other comments?
Well, the channel art kind of throws me off because all I'm seeing is petals. I would want to see more, almost kind of like ours, where because she does so many different things. You know, I'd maybe have a picture of a rabbit up there, her chickens, those apple trellises, stuff like that, to kind of draw somebody in. All right, I know she messes with rabbits. I know her channel's going to have something about gardening. It's going to have something about chickens, this and that. With the petals, as pretty as the picture that is, it doesn't really tell me much. And also, I like Clawfoot Farm. The very first thing I thought about was an old clawfoot tub, which made it a very unique name. But probably her clawfoot is going to be referring to the chickens.
Yeah, I don't see any bathtubs in this.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one of the things. But I mean, that was the very first thing that came to my mind was a clawfoot bathtub, an old farmhouse with a clawfoot tub.
Okay. And if you have any other questions or anything, while I go grab another name, please type them in the window because we'll come back to your channel for just a moment before we bring the next one up. But
yeah, and if I was her, I'd really go play with a lot of her thumbnails because you stopped at the one row where it's got let's make some herbal tea, and it's got 4 views, and that video right off the bat should have more than that because I know lots of people that. We would watch that one, and so you might want to play with the thumbnail or look at your tags. There's some reason why YouTube's not putting that out. The spiders aren't getting on it as much. That's one that you could have that could bounce out there and get a couple of thousand views and help grow your channel, just like your peanut butter one.
Okay, they had, and just as a comment here. They have been YouTube watchers, students, for a long time. But they just did a couple videos about a year ago and then took 10 months off. A couple months ago, they started getting a little bit more serious about it and started putting some videos out. So for all practical purposes, they are a brand new channel, Jason. I mean, just because they actually signed this up back in 2013,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they're getting caught in that same loophole that we are because that's how we did it. When we first came out, like I said, there was no there was no other homesteading channels out there. And so when we would learn something, we'd put out a video. Then we would learn something else and we'd put out a video. And there may be months in between videos. And for some reason or another, I feel like that has hurt us. You know, like when we went through a lot of the stuff where we backed away for a little while, we backed away for 3 months, 6 months, whatever. Those pauses do seem to kind of hurt. YouTube backs off of you for some reason or another, and they don't push you as much. So that's where coming in and going to these older videos and basically what I call revamping them, giving it a new title, a new thumbnail, redo the description, and then send it back out there that way, and then the spiders recrawl over it, and next thing you know, they're pushing it.
Yeah, but just for everybody in the room, there are a number of large channels, very large channels, that they didn't start out with that channel name.
Right.
They perhaps restarted their channel 2, 3, 4, 5 times before they finally found success.
Well, Roots and Refuge, I think, is the same way.
Yeah, they're on their third iteration. The first two, they didn't do much of anything. Third time was a charm for them. Okay, Max Happy Homestead. How do you add Instagram link to your front page? Because we're still right here, I will show you very, very quickly. When you sign into YouTube, go to your page, go to Customize Channel. Click on the About page section. At the bottom, there will be links where you can put links. You can put a large number of links. I think you could probably maybe even 10 or 12 links, but up to 5. Up to 5 can be shown on the channel bar on the banner. And that's it's a drop-down menu, but it's all in the links section right here in the About page. So you go in and do that and click Save, and you've done it. It's that easy. All right. Get the wheel going again here. The names are changing and adding up. Rich Green Acres. Okay. Rich Green Acres, 72 subscribers. They have 17 videos. Let's see what they have to offer. Let me stop the introductory video here and get the big counter going. All right. Rich Green Acres, gardening and crafting. And I'm just gonna make a guess that this is actually a picture somewhere on their property that they're using for their banner. So Rich Green Acres. They have an introductory video. They have the default uploads container and created playlists. I'm guessing they only have one playlist. We'll see that here in a moment. Let's go to their About page, see what they're all about.
There you go.
Jason, go ahead if you can read it.
Welcome to Rich Green Acres. We are the Richard family and we live off-grid in the high deserts of California. When we purchased our property in 2017, we had no idea what we were getting into. Real quick, we had to learn about the solar maintenance and setting up of a solar system. after the contractor we hired bailed before the job was done. Since then, I think we've gotten this off-grid living down. Now it's time to focus on the garden. My first greenhouse blew away in a 45-mile-per-hour wind, and my garden didn't amount to much the first year. But in 2019, we are coming back strong with a brand new greenhouse and garden plan. Get ready to sneeze. We invite you to join our garden adventures and our journey to living life on our terms. Love that. Being healthier and more self-sustainable. We will be sharing videos about building our garden from the ground up. DIY projects, solar and wind turbines, upkeep, cooking, and crafts, along with some general fun. Click the subscribe button to become part of our tribe. I love that. It reads well. If I didn't have to sneeze in the better of it, I would have done it better justice. And I love how they say, I love two things that she says in here. At the very end, to become part of our tribe. I love that. That's one of the things that a lot of guys out there, that the Nick Nimmons and all them, they'll tell you that you want to make your subscribers, your viewers, you want to welcome them into your community. You're building a community. And so that's a great way to do it.
That probably deserves its own little paragraph thing.
Yeah, and probably all in all caps, bold it. And then I love how they say living the life on our terms. That probably also needs to be all caps or bold or something like that, because that's really putting it out there.
So you've got a lot of good stuff here. You're saying you live in California, the high desert of California. You are talking about gardening here, so something that I think gravitates toward all gardeners is, well, what growing zone are you in? So
North California there. So they're probably
I don't know. California's long enough state that it's probably got 2 or 3 growing zones in it.
Yeah, it probably does.
So you might add the growing zone. You might include some of your favorite things that you grow. I don't know. You caught my interest with the greenhouse that blew away in a 45-mile-an-hour wind. I hope you have videos of that.
That would be internet gold. I'm fixing to try to drink my microphone.
All right, here's what you're missing. There's no email. Go into that about page and get your email into that email section.
Mm-hmm. And look, if you're hesitant about having an email address on YouTube, there's a lot of free email places out there, Hotmail, Gmail, that you can set up just for your YouTube channel.
Well, the fact of the matter is you got to have email to have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You have to have. And that is where YouTube is going to send you notifications about your channel, about different things that happen. If something were wrong with something on your channel, if you have a copyright strike or something, that's where they're going to contact you. So why make it difficult to have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different email addresses? Just use the one for your channel, and it'll get used. So that's my thoughts. Playlists. As I mentioned up front, you have the one playlist.
Yep.
But obviously, you're kind of just getting going on this.
My suggestion would be is to figure out a way to link a lot of these videos. Because how many total videos do they have? I think it was like, what did I see back there?
5, 10, 15, 16.
16 videos. You could start linking, like, you can make an orchard playlist. You can make a greenhouse playlist. You can make a gardening playlist. Do things like that where you can put them in there. Playlists work. You know, because I know a lot of people, a lot of folks in what we're calling the Big Bear Nation now, when they have to go off, a lot of people, and we're guilty of one. We do it. We will pick a channel when we have to go out in town. We're going to be gone for a couple of hours. We'll pick a channel and we'll put it on the TV and find one of their longer playlists. It depends on how long we're going to be gone, but we'll find one of their longer playlists and mash play for Apollo. Now, I know that sounds pathetic, but it does two things. You know, one, it makes him kind of relax a little bit with his anxiety, but it also puts noise in the house where people think we're in there watching TV. And it's also a good security thing. I know a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers do that. But they can't do it if you don't have a playlist.
Hey, I think you got a great start here.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of tweaking here and there, a little bit of consistency. Getting that small YouTube homesteaders group on Facebook. When you put out a new video, let the world know about it. Take out an ad in your local newspaper. No, I'm kidding. But
blast it all over your own social media.
yes, by all means do that. Get your email address in your about page. That's a must. That way people can get a hold of you.
And make playlists.
Yeah, make some playlists. And then of course you would reorder the homepage a little bit. And you've already done that. You've added the playlist. So you've taken the steps to add this playlist to this first page. Take this playlist and put it in the vertical mode instead of the horizontal. That'll take up more area on the page here. Put the uploads underneath it. And I think you got a great start. Okay. Wheel is loaded. Now before I do the wheel, because I know we have people coming in here all the time. The wheel names are determined by you. Everybody out there, you are the ones that determine if your name gets on the wheel. So to be eligible, all that's required to do is to type your channel name in this form. So we have a Google form that will pop up if you type the word link in the chat. Smudge will give you a link to that form. Just type your channel name in there and it magically appears on the wheel. And then as soon as we spin the wheel and select your name, we throw your channel up and we give it just a real brief mini review. So, wheel is loaded. We'll give her a spin. God's third acre. We were one away from my blind mama. God's third acre. Okay, 110 subscribers. They got 18 videos. Obviously another newer channel.
Yeah, he's part of the Big Bear Nation. You got me going in here changing mine from horizontal to vertical now. I do like the way that looks.
Okay. God's third acre. They have created playlists on their homepage, and that's all that they have. With this being all that you have, and you apparently have 3 different playlists, I would stretch them out individually. At least one of them I would put in a vertical format. I would fill up this page, just make it appear that you have more than what you do have, because you're obviously a newer channel getting started. So show off what you're where, show off what you have. Go back in the description. Jason, can you read that?
Welcome to God's third acre. God provided this wonderful home and land, so we dedicate it to Him. Amen. We are just beginning our 1/3 acre homestead in west central Indiana. Russell and I are both in our 50s, and we have some physical limitations, so gardening is often a challenge. But we are doing things to help us still be able to enjoy it. A garden plot and a greenhouse were already in place for us, but unfortunately the garden was over the septic tank and leach field. So we are making raised beds and some in-ground beds away from it. Along the east side of the house are flower beds for herbs and perennials, both medicinal and ornamental. In addition to our garden, we have 3 dogs and have added 6 chickens to the mix. Currently, we are raising chickens for eggs, but would eventually like to raise some for meat. Our videos cover a variety of topics: gardening, chickens, canning, cooking, devotions, and more. Thank you for stopping by, and God bless you.
Okay. Now, we've had this channel up here before. And as I remember it, this didn't read near that smooth before. I think you've done some excellent work here. Email address is here, and you have some links to Steemit, Facebook, and Instagram. Obviously, they're all shared up on your banner. The font reads very well on your banner. Everything's well centered. It's the picture has bright colors. Well done. Looks nice. Playlists. You have 3 different playlists. We briefly mentioned that. We'll go into the videos. And, yep, looks good. Jason, any comments from you here on these?
Hold on, I gotta switch.
He's busy he's modifying his page, folks. Don't let him fool you.
No, I got 2. I like the thumbnails. Now there's some of them where the font is too small. You need to make it a little bit bigger. It's hard to read. And I say that because I know the one channel I can't remember what channel it was now, but they had the real big huge font, and I was against that. There's definitely a happy medium when it comes to font, and it's a very hard to pick what it is. Like your video, you got it titled "I Couldn't Resist," but on the thumbnail it says when can we move out. Now I'm on a desktop, and that's kind of hard to read, hard to see. Imagine what it would be on a smartphone or a tablet. Now you're keeping it Dutch made me do it is probably about the right size, or your mail call one could be just a little bit bigger. You roll the dice with font when you're putting the font in. Some people like it, some people not so much.
The 3 Ps, the one above the mail call, is too small. It's just
Yes.
on a phone, you'd never be able to read that, never be able to pick it out.
Yeah, and I can't even really read it, pick it out here either. And that's one of the things. That's what makes, when you're putting font in there, that's one of the things that makes it very difficult when it comes to a thumbnail, because you got to try to make it to where it's not going to blow somebody out on a desktop, but also that it's readable on a smart device.
Right.
That's why I tend to stay away from it.
Okay, I think you've done. I think you've done
Other than
good.
that, they're really good thumbnails.
Well, and I think that they've made some changes on their channel here, and I think they're moving in the right direction. And it's just going to be, a little more time with it and get some more videos going. And so, good job. All right. Spin the wheel again.
Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows.
J Love Adventures.
Jessica.
J Love Adventures, 127 subscribers, 36 videos.
Now, see, her channel art, without even going into her videos and stuff, just by her name, her channel art matches her name. Because the adventures part, you see a creek out there, so you think maybe somebody's taking a hike down a creek. So that kind of fits.
Mm-hmm. And there's a couple of hotspots up there, a Facebook and an Instagram.
Yep, a few of us met them 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Yes, they were at Layman's. So, on their homepage here, they have a playlist, Adventures in Gardening. They have garden experiments. They have DIY, and they have vlogs. I would consider taking one of these playlists and putting it in a vertical format.
If not all of them.
Well, I'm afraid if they put all of them, it may become too long. Again, it's that happy medium thing.
Yeah.
But, all right, let's go to the About page. Life is an adventure. Won't you join me in mine? I am a Christian, a wife, a mother of 5, a singer, a writer, an artist, and a beginning gardener in East Central Ohio. Nickel Barrett, Dandelion Acres, thank you so much. Appreciate it very, very much. I enjoy trying new things and teaching others what I have learned. I don't always get things right the first time, but I learn from my mistakes. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you again soon. I like the write-up, Jason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like the fact that she is completely 100% honest. I enjoy trying new things and teaching others what I've learned, but I don't always get things right the first time. But I learn from my mistakes. Being completely transparent like that and brutally honest like that brings people to your channel because they don't want to waste time with posers. They know everybody's not perfect. And so they're gonna be drawn to that. I would like to see a little bit more meat in there.
I was going to say exactly the same thing. You
Yeah,
might
maybe talk about the size of your garden.
Well, yeah. What kind of content could you expect from me? I mean, you've got the puffing part down fine. You say you're a singer, you're a writer, you're an artist, you're a beginning gardener. So, okay, well, what would we expect to see on your channel? Are we going to see you singing? Are we going to see artwork that you do? Are we going to see gardening? What are we going to see? So that's something, that's some more substance you could put into that, or meat, as Jason says it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to bust out some videos with you singing big 80s hairband songs, by all means, put it in there. Internet gold. Everybody loves hairband 80s music. Especially, I don't know if y'all know this, but Ben from VW Family Farms, he's a huge fan of the big hairbands. Huge fan.
You know, our version of big bands was Glenn Miller and
Maybe yours, not mine. I'm not that old. Oh, I think I can.
Did she have descriptions on her playlist?
I get myself in trouble here. Okay. Well, let's just randomly go to one here. Trip to Layman's.
Nope.
No. So add description to your playlist.
By all means, say how you met and hung out with Off-Grid with Doug and Stacy in that description.
Yeah. This guy wants to know if you followed along with Mitch also.
Oh, yeah, Mitch Miller.
You say hair bands and I think scrunchies. I love it. Jessica says, I don't know how to add descriptions.
Okay, when you create a playlist, there's an area right there that you can add a description.
That's what that little plus with lines beside it is.
Yes, country girl. Glenn Miller.
No, don't talk to her. Don't talk to country girl.
We're not allowed to talk to her?
No, we don't talk to her because she cheats in pool.
Because Google owns YouTube. Google is the best place to go get your information. So I just typed in the Google search bar, how add a description to YouTube playlist. And they give me 234 billion responses. But
That's
here,
billion?
isn't that billion?
No, it's 234 million.
Is that million?
I don't know. You took the number away. Now I can't see.
Anyway, it's a hell of a lot.
Yeah,
But you will find
that's
exactly in here how to do it. Here's their support page. So, and this goes through all of their playlist stuff, how to add videos, reorder videos, remove videos, playlist descriptions, how to edit the playlist title and or description. So that's the best place to go get your help. J Love Adventures. Nice job. I think it's coming a long way here.
big wheel keep on turning.
Okay, now I've also had some folks inquire whether or not their name's on the channel, on the wheel. And if you have filled out a form, yes, it is indeed on the wheel. Now the wheel will only display up to 48 names at a time, but if you watch the wheel closely here, you're going to see the names jumping around. The wheel's not spinning. That's because there's more than 48 names in the back end of this wheel. So it continues to jump around until I click the spin. So everybody has an equal chance as to who is going to come up. It's a totally random wheel.
Your wheel's like crisscross.
But I did want to just kind of point that out so everybody's aware.
Your wheel'll make you want to jump.
Broussard Homestead.
I think I've heard of these people.
I know them folks.
You know them?
I think I might know them. I might.
The elderberry king and queen. Are they still in here? I haven't seen them for a while.
Okay.
Brad, are you here? I wonder if he's working tonight.
I don't know. But we did them, I think, 2 weeks ago. Matter of fact, wasn't it last time we did them? They broke 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So they're currently 1,065 subscribers.
No, they are no longer in here.
They're no longer in here, so
No longer in here.
we are not going to spend a lot of time here. But
Could you let their channel trailer play for just a second?
I can.
Let's see. That is good video. Good little trick right there. Good little videography editing. Yeah, see. Without the sound, that you can tell that's a good little channel trailer.
Yeah, it's a minute long,
Mm-hmm.
It gives you some basic information about their channel. This is a very, very nice info piece, promo piece for their channel. Very quickly, we'll go to the About page. They've been up here before. They've done a lot of the things we've recommended. They've added the white space here. They've made none of the lines or none of the little paragraphs over 3 lines. They got their email address in here. They have their links in here properly.
Okay, one of the things I see that they don't have on their About page. Okay, it says, and be sure to visit our weekly live streams for good times and lively conversation. When is that?
Yeah. Date and time.
Date and time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good point.
Because I didn't even know they went live. Because since we subbed them when we met them at the Shindig, I had no idea they went live. We have never gotten a notification from them going live.
They will go live right after this is over.
Yeah, pretty much it's on
9 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Yeah, on Thursday nights. At least that's what they have been doing. So, okay, playlists. They've got some playlists. Like I say, we have picked on them here in the past, and I say that in a loving sense that we've had them up here before, and they are great people. It's a great channel. And I do know that he offers a double your money back guarantee. If you subscribe to his channel and you decide you don't like it, he will refund twice your entry fee.
Can't beat that.
And they're just getting into bees too, Jason.
Nice.
So that's something new for them.
Yep.
All right. Now, if they were here, we would spend a little more time.
Yeah, we'd tear them apart if they were here.
But they're doing a nice job.
Just because they're them.
Leatherwood Land.
That's a new one. I think that's one I looked at earlier when they came in.
Leatherwood Land. 60 subscribers, 7 videos. New channel. Okay. Let me get the big counter up. Okay, new channel, not a lot of content yet. They're kind of getting their feet wet and establishing things. Nice country type picture for the background.
But it also goes with his channel title too, because it's Leatherwood Land, and with that freshly tilled dirt, it looks like a big chunk of leather.
There you go.
So that's very good.
Oh, needs some work here.
Oh, big time automatic F.
Okay. So,
They in here?
Well, they're not on the participants pay list, but it shows I see 58 channels watching, and there sure aren't 58 channels in this list.
no,
So I don't know how.
do a pound sign, type to LE, and see if they show up that way.
Why a pound sign?
You mean he means the at?
The at sign? He does pound signs. Yeah, it shows up.
Then they're in here.
Yeah. So that participant thing doesn't do a whole lot.
Okay. Well, that's why we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Filling out the list. So, Leatherwood Land. Here's something that's important. This is important on you setting up your channel that you need to do. You go into your channel, customize channel, go into your About page, and fill out a description. You then put your email address in the appropriate area on that. And if you have any other social media platforms that you are a participant in, such as Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, what else is out there? All kinds. Whatever social media things you can think of that you are a member of and participate in, put those in the links at the bottom of that page.
Now, another thing that I noticed, and we haven't touched on this all night. I don't know if you ever have, but over there in his featured channels box, he's only listing 3. My suggestion is to max that puppy out. Get the channels that you like, and hey, let them know that you did that, because then a lot of times, like especially with us, if you do that with us, we will put you in ours. And it just, because sometimes that people go, if they like your content and they are enjoying your stuff, they will look to see it at somebody or another channel that you may watch and go click on it, and that helps. That's a good way to help for the community, to help it grow. A rising tide rises all ships. So that's another good thing to also try.
Okay. Playlists. They do have a couple playlists about us and chicken videos. Let's go to their videos here.
Now that about us, you may want to, if it's, I didn't really get this, there's 3 videos. You may want to take some of that and turn that into your channel trailer.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I was heading with that, but I wanted to see what they had first.
My bad.
No problem. And they have one titled About Us. And then they have something. Okay. Let me let me just kind of make note as to what some things that are happening here that we don't recommend, and most people trying to help with your channel would not recommend. You have a playlist here for your channel that has 3 videos in it, and only one of those videos is yours. So you have an Out of Goshen video and you have a Mark D video. I mean, maybe Simon and Garfunkel's greatest hits or some of your favorite music, and that's fine. This is not the place to put it, in my opinion.
Put it with your liked videos.
This is not the place to put in an Out of Goshen video, in my opinion. And we know Out of Goshen. I mean, they're great folks.
Mm-hmm. They're good people, but again, it pulls people away from your channel, and that's something that could end up hurting you in the long run.
Your chicken videos are both yours.
No, it does not notify the channel.
No, you'll have to, Clawfoot, you'll have to go to them and send them a message or an email or something that says, hey.
Okay.
I try to change our list every week. Sometimes I don't.
Okay, in Leatherwood Land, I don't know how that happened. When you are watching a video, and let's let me go into your videos, and I'll just grab one here. If you look down here at this little plus sign with the 3 bars, oops, I'm sorry. I may not be able to do this. I can't.
No, you should be able to add it to one of your playlists.
Well, see, I'm not signed in.
The 3 dots. Go to the 3 dots.
Yeah, but I'm not signed in, Jason.
Yeah.
So it doesn't know that I have a channel. It doesn't know.
Right.
But if I were signed in here, you would have the ability to literally come in here and add this to any of your playlists, even though it's not my video, which is a very nice feature if you're doing some collaborations and things like that, and you want to assemble a bunch of different videos into a single playlist for people to watch. where it's on a single topic, single subject, that all these channels that work together to do something?
Yeah, you'd hit the save button. I just pulled up
Okay.
my channel and pulled up 180 degrees from average. And I just clicked on the very first video. That's how and you can add it to any one of your playlists.
Yeah.
So if you're got the tendency to want to do that, and maybe you make you a playlist that's private for watch later, you can pull them in that way.
Other would land about us.
You know, I would almost look at that about us and maybe kind of try to redo it, try to get it in about 3 to 5 minutes. I mean, almost 8 minutes, maybe. Okay, I forget how long ours is. I know it's long. And make that your channel trailer.
Yeah. For the most part, and I understand you're just getting started, and so we're please don't anybody ever assume we're saying things to pick on anybody. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to help if we can. An 11-second video or a 14-second video is probably not worth posting.
Mm-mm.
It just isn't worth posting. There's only one person that can make an 11-second video go viral and have any meaning out of it, and that's Jack Black.
You gotta let that go. You gotta let that go.
So,
you know, I wouldn't post a video if it was literally under 2 minutes. I probably wouldn't post it. Like my channel trailer's 2 minutes. I thought it was longer than that.
well, a lot can be said in a minute and a half for a channel trailer as a short introductory type thing. But generally speaking, yeah, a video needs to be at least 2.5 minutes long.
The sweet spot for most beginning channels and somebody like us that's trying to basically get the algorithm back is about a 3 to 5 minute video, because you want the watch time. The more watch time you get, obviously that helps you with being able to be monetized, but it also tells YouTube when you can get 3 to 5 minutes. People more or less, if you've got a decent content and interesting video, they're going to stick around for that 3 to 5 minutes. So that means your audience retention rate is high, and that is good for YouTube because they want you staying on YouTube.
Okay. Let's go spin the wheel again. Get one more spin in here. Overlook Valley Homestead. One 178 subscribers, 30 videos.
I hear you. Work it, son.
Okay. Overlook Valley Homestead. And they have a featured video up here. This doesn't appear to be any type of introductory type video, so I'm going to use the word featured video. Let's go to their about page, see what they have. Jason, be my guest.
Hello, thanks for visiting our channel. Our names are Mark and Sarah. We are a simple country family trying to live a healthy and self-sufficient lifestyle. We live on a 27-acre farm in southern Tennessee, owned mostly by our parents. We have cows, goats, chickens, and 2 dogs. We currently are milking a family cow, gardening, and in the process of building our barn. We just finished building our greenhouse, in which we start and grow vegetables and some flowers, mostly for our own use as of right now. But we hope to expand that to have some to sell at a farmer's market. That needs to be broken up a little bit, and you got to put market, you got to spell market out. This channel is about our journey to implement our own homestead and to help others learn from our experiences. We invite you to follow us as we grow our homestead. Thanks for watching. If you are enjoying our video, please subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends and family. And don't forget to click the bell notification on future videos. You know what? That is something that we haven't mentioned yet to when they're asking people to subscribe, to ask them to also ring that bell. So that's a good job for doing that one, because that bell is important. But this doesn't read, the very first little paragraph reads kind of smooth, but the second one was hard, and I'd like to see kind of a little bit more meat to it.
Well, and again, we're not picking out to be mean.
Mm-mm.
But this is all run together as a single sentence. And that's hard to read, it's hard to understand. So kind of break that up a little bit. Make 2 or 3 shorter sentences. Put some more white space in here. However you need to do it to make it come out the way you want it to come out. I think I understand what you're trying to say here. But it's stumbling over itself.
Thomas, no. If you change your channel name, folks do not get notified of it.
No, it just happens.
Yeah.
And then you constantly ask your wife in a live stream, who is this Honey Homestead?
Well,
I've done that.
okay. All right. But what also happens is you don't lose subscribers.
Mm-mm.
They're all there.
Right.
They just show up under the new name.
But folks may not know who you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, when did I subscribe to this channel?
Yeah.
So
Yep. And you know, you run into a situation like Farmer Meemaw.
Exactly.
Farmer Meemaw made her brand as Farmer Meemaw. Mm-hmm. And then she switched to, quite frankly, Jen Keto Wife or something like that. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It became a huge mouthful, but she's always Farmer Meemaw to me.
Yeah, and she's considering changing it back.
Yeah, because she made that brand. I mean, she owned Farmer Meemaw.
Yep.
And so
why,
sometimes
when I see her online, when I saw her at the shindig, that's what I called her.
Yep. And so sometimes you know, when you're still roughly new, it's good to go. But like VW Family Farm, they've reached a point now where that's their VW Family Farm. It may hurt them if they ever decided to change their name to something else.
Right.
Same way with, you know, with us or you guys. You guys own Two Family Homestead.
Yep.
Even if you wanted to get completely away from the homesteading genre, to everybody that follows you, you're always going to be, well, let's go over to Two Family Homestead, and people start typing in Two Family Homestead.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And so you have to be careful when you do stuff like that.
We have not run across any channels tonight, but if somebody's channel comes up on the wheel here on the list that we go and look at, and I have a hard time finding them, there's maybe 6, 7, 8 channels with all having the same name.
Yeah, especially when they use their name.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely time
Yeah.
to change it.
Yeah, and we tell you right away, you really want to maybe consider changing this title to make it so people can find you, so you don't get lost in the masses.
Right. Like one of the downfalls with my name, everybody thinks that we're located in Big Bear, California, because it's Big Bear.
I
Which,
never even gave that a second thought. That's,
you know,
Yeah, I can see that.
but in a roundabout sort of way, I'm kind of glad that's where they think I'm at, because if any crazy stalker dude wants to come looking for me, he's going to go straight to Big Bear, California, and he can stay over there.
Yep, Susie. That's how Kaylee and Celia know you as.
Okay. So Overlook Family Homestead, that's kind of where we're at with this one on the About page. Playlist wise, favorite videos. All right. I have to look.
It's all theirs.
Okay.
Cab, thank you so much. I didn't even know you were in here hiding.
He's a lurker, boy.
Yeah, he is.
Kev,
He's a lurker, and I love him. I love that man to death. He is a great man. He does great for the community.
Sure does.
But he's if you have to go back in history with his channel
Yeah.
to know that in his heart he's a comedian, and he's a very good comedian.
Oh my gosh, some of his best videos are the comedy ones.
Yeah, and his timing in a live stream can be impeccable sometimes.
Yeah.
That he can sneak into a live stream and he'll be lurking for a little while and wait for that perfect moment and come in and just
Yep.
have you almost peeing yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or he'll wait till you're really doing a heartfelt moment, and then he'll drop a
bomb.
bomb
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah. If you
And
don't if you
just
don't
to make, cause I think he likes to make people cry when he does that.
yeah, and
He's gotten me and Robin numerous times.
the other thing I wanted to mention is all of our subscribers, to be sure to pay special attention to those folks that we've given a wrench to, like Cab 7, Bandana Grandma. When they are in this room, they help us tremendously,
I sure do.
and we certainly appreciate all their
Country
efforts.
Girl, White Picket Fence.
Country Girl, White Picket Fence, Big Bear Homestead. It goes on and on.
Yeah.
Country Girl cheats at pool, though. I don't know if I would send her much.
And she already left, Jason.
So,
She went to bed.
anyway,
She
by all means, you're not going to go wrong going and subscribing any of our moderators.
Carrie, you have the baby in the house?
I do have to say a nice thing about Country Girl, though. When I first, after my trip to the ER, she stayed up late playing the Facebook pool game with me because I couldn't sleep.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, and that's where that comes from, because she beat the tar fire out of it. Like, it wasn't even funny. She beat the tar fire out of me. I think we played maybe like 20 or 30 games, and I think I won once or twice, maybe. But that, I mean, for her to take out her own time, because I could not get comfortable anywhere, and so I was out on the couch so Robin could sleep. And Josh is the one who got me on the game, and so I didn't even know she was up, and I sent her an invitation, and boom, she stayed up better part of the night playing with me.
Cool.
On that, which was really cool because it kept my mind off of my chest hurting.
Yeah. The only one I really don't recommend you going and subscribing is Smudge, but if you'd like to do that, I mean, I'm sure he'll give you a kiss.
Oh yeah, he gives great
Tell Smudge
floppers.
Apollo says hey.
Yeah, his best bud, right?
So, well, folks, it's 9:00. Do you know, is Broussard on tonight?
They should be. Yeah. Let me go. Let me go check.
And White Picket Fence, absolutely, we gave you a job, but the pay does not increase.
She obviously, when she was typing, she didn't realize that she had the wrench.
He just went live, somebody says.
Oh, okay.
So, folks, if you have the opportunity, well, Are you grabbing his link?
Yep, here's the link. Going over to Broussard Homestead. Tell him Smudge sent you.
Yeah, even if he can just stop in for a minute.
Yeah.
Just stop in and say, Smudge sent me.
Yep.
And
I had to resubscribe.
I had to do that to, I forget whose channel it was just a little bit ago.
yeah.
So everybody have a great weekend.
The video intro should be a short, to the point video to introduce your channel, introduce yourself, introduce your channel, what people can expect to see. They should not be a long video. Whether you can do that all in 55 seconds or 1.63 minutes or 2.24 minutes, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
The point is, it's a short video. It's an introductory type video for your channel. A little bit about you.
Yep.
Okay. Folks, thanks so much.
Monday night, Stivers Homestead is our guest.
Stivers Homestead will be our guest Monday night.
Oh, I so want to be a hidden person in on that one.
Yes, finally time for me to rest. If I can do that, we'll see. It should be interesting.
Folks, thanks so much for being here tonight.
Thank you, Mary.
Wish you all well. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you somewhere on the
do,
internet
Bonnie.
this weekend. And Monday night, especially if you're not doing anything, be sure to join us
Patty Rose, were you stalking?
for a great evening. Thanks again. Bye-bye,
All
everyone.
right, folks.